Ken Easley of the Seattle Seahawks, and you're watching NorbCam.
Oh, hey, where's my picture here? What's up, everybody? This is NorbCam coming at ya. There I am. Hey, it is the final game of the divisional weekend. Bucs versus the Saints, doing a little play-by-play for you here, a little watch party so we can kind of chat about things while this game unfolds. And if you're not able to watch the game for whatever reason, I'm going to try to give you a little update on what's happening in the game. You'll be able to see the score and the down and distance, time remaining, everything down at the bottom. And let's make sure all my sound effects are working. There we go. It is. And yeah, I'm going to do little enhancements here with the occasional crowd cheer and all that kind of stuff. And if you guys want to talk in person, I would be happy to do so with you guys, but you've got to jump in on the Discord, which is, the link is up there at the top. I think I need to add it here on the, I can pin it in the chat as well. So you guys can, if you guys want to chat with me on air, like a live phone-in interview, you can do so. I'll pull up the stream game day party channel in Discord, and I can have a little conversation. So hope you guys might be able to do that. It's going to be kind of fun. So rough game. Yeah, I was watching. I had some other things I had to do today, but was checking out the plays there with the Browns and the Chiefs. Obviously had a feeling that the Chiefs were going to probably pull this one out, but at the same time, you know, it was the Browns looking like they had a chance there, especially with Mahomes injured. Thought that they might be able to pull it out, but could not quite put it together. That's tough. But they had a very good year when you consider how far they've come in the last few seasons. So congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. No big surprise. Now we're just waiting the outcome of this game to find out who the NFC Championship game is going to be between. We know it's going to be the Packers hosting either the Saints or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So real quick here, I do want to take a moment just to recognize I do have a sponsor who's helping me out. So, but for you guys, I appreciate that you guys are here watching. If you would be so kind, I greatly appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button right there, or smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That is always a huge help to me. And as well, if you guys are able to, this is the sponsor who's been partnering with me during this whole time, Daniel Dovin of Dovin Real Estate. Let's see if I can pull up his image right here. There he is, Daniel Dovin. If you're in the Seattle area looking for a home to either buy or sell, give Daniel Dovin of Dovin Real Estate a call or set up an appointment with him. His link is in the description. And really cool guy, great Seahawks fan, loves my channel, and I appreciate that very much. But he'll take good care of you. So if you do set up a free consultation with him, he will put you in the running for a Cortez Kennedy rookie card. So that would be pretty cool, man. So let's get back to the game here. Thank you again, Daniel Dovin of Dovin Real Estate. So, all right, so here we are. I'm going to try to find that link for the Discord in case you don't know about. Here it is. I'm going to put it I'm going to pin it in the chat so you guys can see it here. It's kind of nice. There's the one advantage to not being in the playoffs is you don't have to worry about the game. There's no sweat, you know. It's like you guys who are here, like Cole Jones Jr. is a Saints fan. I'm assuming who dat. I'm scared. I'm guessing. You know, you guys get to have all the stress today. But for me, I got no sweat at all. I just like, I'd like for the Saints to win. They're kind of my choice now in the NFC for some pretty obvious reasons. Now that it's got to be the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, who looks like the team to beat, really. And then you got Brady, who's got enough rings already. Don't need another ring on that finger. So, and Drew Brees, potentially last season. He's only got the one Super Bowl. Be nice to see him get another one. If I had to pick another team besides Seattle this year. So there we go. I'm just putting in the link right now. Join me on Discord. there's the link right there. I'm going to pin it at the top so you guys can see it and jump in anytime. And of course, as Chef Jack Attack just did, you can always get my attention with the super chat. He says, "Can I get on Discord?" I'm certain I will. There's a lot of people who are regular call-ins on the show. I'm always trying to get new folks who have not been on here before. So if you are so inclined to, feel free to jump on. But I see a lot of this people I've seen here recently, which is fine. I'll try to get to all of you guys, and we'll chat a little football. Chat, we can talk about Seahawks. We can talk about this game. We can talk about whatever's on your mind. As I describe what's going on in the game. So, if you're new here, again, my name is Norb-Caoili. My handle is NorbCam here on YouTube. And as a Seahawks fan, I do a lot of videos throughout the season. During the season, the regular season, I usually start the year off with a prediction video where I predict what the Seahawks schedule is going to be and their record by the end of the year with a sort of song parody music video format where I describe the opponent, the score, and what's going to happen in the game, all set to like 15 or 16 songs. I actually got the record almost right. I said we were going to be 11-5. We turned out to be 12-4, so I was not disappointed in that. Got a couple of games, flipped around that we won that I thought we would lose, and lose that we thought we'd win, like the Giants game, the Falcons game, and then the last game. Originally, I thought we'd lose to the Niners. That was before I thought they realized they were going to be so banged up. So then they did win, and so we ended up being 12-4, 7-11-5. So that's kind of where things are. So I do that. I do these game reaction videos. Usually, obviously, the Seahawks are my focus, but since they're out, I'm just kind of doing the rest of the games for the season. Most of them, anyway. And then during the week, I do Coach's Corner with my good friend and Coach Bill Marsh. He breaks down plays, really diagnoses what they are all about, to the detail, like from footwork to blocking assignments to hand placement, all that kind of stuff. And then I'll do some comedy sketches every once in a while. And then I've got our round table where I have a group of 5 or 6 of us where we all come in. They're all different influencers, and we come from different ages and places in our life, but we all share our common analysis of the Seahawks and talk about what's good, what's bad, and where we need to improve. And then, of course, I do my Madden simulations, where not sure if you guys saw that earlier today. I know some of you did. And I did this game earlier this morning, actually. I played the Saints. As I said, I'm rooting for the Saints in this game, and I got the pleasure of being Drew Brees with Alvin Kamara in the backfield and Michael Thomas and a nice batch of receivers to throw to. And through the help of a lot of you guys who are on the stream right now, got some pretty nice plays in there and end up winning that game. I think it was 17-3 was the final score. Pretty dominating, really. Or no, 17-7. And destroyed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I was very pleased about that. So, well, let's go. Let's bring somebody on here while we're waiting for this game to start. We're just a few moments away from kickoff. And yeah, let's start off. Why not? Let's get a little energy injection here with our good friend from the East Coast, Chef Jack Attack, since you were in the super chat. Jack, what's up, Jack?
Yo, what's up, Norb?
Because I always expect to get the nice little jolt of energy from you, man, whenever I can bring you on here. So let's get this thing rolling in here, man. So how you doing today?
I'm doing good. We just filmed a video. We did not post it yet. Just filmed a video, recipe, breakfast for dinner.
Nice. And a little insight. What's that? What is that recipe that you were describing?
All right. We made steak and eggs and tomato on the vine. So sunny side up eggs with skirt steak and tomatoes. Nice crispy tomatoes.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Sounds pretty delicious. I love steak and eggs. Good. That is good. All right. Did you watch the earlier game today? Did you watch the Browns lose to the Chiefs?
And like I said, I thought the Browns were going to win that game, and they should have. They missed opportunities. I'm not trying to say the Chiefs do not deserve it, but I'm saying that one helmet-to-helmet call killed them. Oh,
with the controversial fumble would have been a touchdown, and it was fumbled and became the touchback. That was brutal, man, because that was
Norb.
so many things could have gone Cleveland's way by that. I mean, by like 2 inches if he gets across before he loses the ball. The no call on the helmet to helmet.
I mean, that was a bad call by the refs. The Brown, I'm sorry, should have won that game. That call completely ruined that game for them. I'm sorry.
That's true.
And I still think the Browns are just as good as the Chiefs.
And here's a kickoff.
I think the Bills just as good.
Touchback to start off the game.
And
Bucks will get the ball going left to right. Yeah, go ahead.
My last name is Higgins, and the guy who dropped the ball in the end zone was Higgins. His last
that's
name was
right.
Higgins.
Did you say your mom or something? Last name is Bass as well.
Yes, Bass.
From the Bills. So wow, you got common threads between these playoff teams. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
rough day for the Browns, but and I didn't see it happen. I just was kind of keeping up on a distance what was going on with the game. I saw that Mahomes got injured and got a concussion, so that'll be something to watch. See if that carries into next week.
He was reaching for the end zone. The dude completely crushed him in the head and dropped the ball. Touchback.
He did.
It was not that it was. I wouldn't say it was a cheap shot, but it was a penalty.
It was helmet to helmet, which definitely is by the rule a penalty, which would have made it first and goal at the maybe 15-yard penalty. I don't know how they would have spotted that. I guess it would have been somewhere. I don't know, first and goal down by the line of scrimmage. I'm sure they would have punched it in. So we got a 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard run. So Brady in the empty backfield with the gun takes the snap. Steps back, throws to the left, complete for about 6 yards to number 84. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. So, yeah, man. Well, so now that it's coming down to these last few teams, who do you got, man? Who are you hoping's going to, come away with everything? Or is Jack gone? Jack, are you gone? Oh, Jack's still there. I guess to wrap things up, Jack, you still there?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm here. I got muted.
Oh.
Who do I like? I like the Bills. I like the Saints. I want
Brady's going deep. Off the fingertips of Gronk. Incomplete. It's going to be a 3-and-out for the Bucks to start this game. That's how my Madden simulation started out. I kicked off to the Bucks, and it was a 3-and-out to start the game. How ironic!
Nice.
He was actually open. He had to step on the defender just off his fingertips, a little too deep. All right. So you think the Saints are going to win this game? It's going to be Saints against the Packers, and Bills versus the Chiefs.
Bills are a better team than the Chiefs. They are. They're a better team than the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen will be better, but Patrick Mahomes, you love him or hate him, everyone hates on the best team. That's what we always have to think too.
Punt return was hit immediately, but he's got the corner. 35-40, 45-50, makes a move, 50 to the 40, 45, 30-30, to the 25, down to the 20-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
Saints.
Holy cow. He didn't call a fair catch. He was drilled immediately by the gunner, but instead of going down, he bounced off like a pinball and just went around the left edge. Nobody there. Made a move on the punter and took it all the way down to the Bucks 25-yard line, and we got a Buccaneer down on the play as well. Wow, what an explosive return that was.
Woo. Yeah, that was.
Look at this play. Wow. Kaboom! Didn't wrap him up, and then he just kept going and going, and he just had to beat the kicker, which he did. Wow. At first I was thinking that was a mistake for him to take this out and not call a fair catch, and then he just was off to the races. Rack and Pinion couldn't make the tackle, and now we got a down Buccaneers, so we got a commercial break.
Saints!
All right, man. Well, thanks for being on here. I'm sure we'll chat a little bit later. Enjoy the rest of the game, man.
Let's go Bills and let's go Saints.
All right. Bills and Saints to the Super Bowl. That's the prediction. All right, man. Nice chatting with you, Jack, as always.
Bye-bye, Norb.
Later.
Be safe. Yep.
Yep, you too. All right, let's see. Let's go to... I'm always trying to look for people who haven't... whose names I don't recognize, who I haven't talked to yet, like Lil Chow Mein. Lil Chow Mein. Let's find out if Lil Chow Main's on the horn. Lil Chow Mein, you there?
Hello.
Hi there. What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Daniel, and I'm from Kent.
Oh, wow. I just came from there. I was doing a little work there, doing some setup for my daughter's volleyball team down in the valley. Passed through Kent. My parents live in Kent. Nice. We're practically neighbors. First time caller, right, man?
Well, I've been in some Discord calls, but I never got picked. So.
Oh, I don't recognize your name. I don't remember seeing Lil Chow Mein. Did you change this recently, or was it your different name?
Nah, it's been the same.
Really? That's funny. I don't recognize it. Okay, well, glad you're finally on here, man. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself? How long have you been a fan of the Seahawks, and how long have you been following my channel here?
So I've been a fan with the Seahawks. Well, my first football game that I ever watched was Super Bowl 48.
Oh wow, that's a starting on a high point.
So
okay.
So my mindset with the Seahawks is we're a good team, because I remember watching that game and we absolutely destroyed the Broncos.
Right. Yes. That's one of the best games, obviously, we've ever had. And boy, it's tough to start. You start at like the peak of Seattle's pinnacle, and it's been all downhill since then.
Yeah, that's when I fell in love with the Seahawks.
Okay. All right. So that's a good way to start. So you started back in 2013, and how did you find me since then?
How did I find your channel?
Yeah.
Oh, so the first video I ever watched on your channel was the Green Bay Packers NFC Championship.
Oh, another great game. All right, so I know a lot of people have found me through that one, since that was a miraculous, almost
it was one of your most popular videos.
It is.
And I still watch that video.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's up there. It's probably, I think it's my second most watched video, second only to my worst day as a Seahawks fan. What happened 2 weeks later. We won't talk about that. But here we go. Saints with the ball. Hands off. Oh, Alvin Kamara stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play on their first play of their possession here early first quarter. All right, so you were brought here by that video, the NFC Championship game. So how you doing as you've been with the Seahawks now for a good 7 years, and how do you feel now with this early exit by Seattle? What's your feeling looking forward, looking ahead with this team? I called this play. Drew Brees in the gun, snap, he's going to throw, 3-step drop, looks to the right, complete to... Who is that? And there's a Emmanuel Sanders and a flag, too. It might be a head-to-head hit, something that Cleveland was badly missing in their game. Looks like a personal foul coming up here. It is. Lowering the helmet to initiate contact. So it'll be automatic first down for the Saints. And boom. Oh, I don't know about that. Look at his head was in front of the receiver's head. Oh, I don't know about that. He got more shoulder than he did head. There was more of a penalty on the Cleveland play that wasn't called in on that play. I disagree with that call right there. That's more shoulder, and he grazed his head. That's a bad call. Anyway, man, so what do you think? What's Seattle got to do to fix this team? Look at this. The ball's right at the 8-yard line, by the way.
So, there's been talks about, our offense kind of declined during the season.
Yeah, kind of.
And I heard that Russell wasn't really happy about Schottenheimer getting fired, but he moved on about it.
Yeah, I actually listened to the press conference because I wanted to hear it for myself, because I was reading a lot about the little pieces taken out of it. And yeah, Russ has a way of sort of sugarcoating everything anyway. So, in the long and short of it was, did he know about the firing beforehand? No, he didn't. He found out after the fact that it happened. Hand off to Kamara for 3 yards. It's going to be down to the 5-yard line, third down and goal from the 5. And so, yeah, so the fact that Russ, he was not made aware before the firing happened, and then he was asked about the search for a new coordinator. He said it's a very high priority that he be involved in that. He didn't say he's going to be involved in that. He said he needs to be. That's a big difference to say I need to be and I am. So we'll find out what happens next. But so I think that's got people speculating. Will Wilson be here long term?
I'm kind of worried about other players.
Thomas, the intended receiver in the right corner, of the end zone. Couldn't get both feet down. It was incomplete. Yep, only got one leg. Only got one leg down. Tried to do a one-handed grab. Could not do it. He touched the white out of bounds, so it'll be a field goal attempt, I think. Sorry, and you were saying your thoughts on that, the concern about, I guess, the future of Russell Wilson is now what people are talking about?
I'm kind of concerned about the future of our team because we have a lot of good players going out in free agency, like Chris Carson and Griffin.
Oh, yeah. Here's the kick, and it is good. 3-0 Saints draw first blood, early first quarter action. Yeah, man. Well, so here's my feeling on it is, people obviously at the end of the season, everyone's gonna, kind of freak out and start, thinking the sky's falling. That's tendency what usually happens after you lose and lose too soon. But Russell, he's here for another couple years for sure, contract-wise, and then of course he's going to be up for another renewal. And I guess for me, my feeling is that if the Seahawks aren't significantly improved, and that doesn't mean they have to win a Super Bowl by then, but if they're not trending in the right direction where it doesn't look like they're on the same page, where the offense hasn't taken that next step forward and is, if anything, regressed, we might be looking at a situation where maybe Russell doesn't want to be here. A lot of people say, "Oh, trade Russ." Look at, he's no good anymore. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that he's not good. Yeah, the result wasn't good at the end of the season. We don't know yet exactly who's to blame for that, whether it really was Schottenheimer or Pete Carroll or Russell Wilson or the offensive line or not running the ball enough. I mean, all those things. So I kind of agree with Pete Carroll's philosophy in the sense that we should run the ball more, should have run the ball more in that playoff game, and I do think that contributed to the loss. If you watched that Packers game yesterday, while Aaron Rodgers was spectacular, he also was aided by a really good run game where they had Aaron Jones busting out for 5 to 10 yards a pop. You had Williams doing the same thing, and eventually that final touchdown was aided by the fact that there was a play-action fake. The corner and safety bid on it. They let Lazard go deep because they had to respect the run because he had been gashing him so much. So that is why you do need a run game, even the best quarterbacks. So I think people keep reading into that when Pete Carroll says he wants to run the ball more, I think everybody thinks Russell's not going to throw anymore. It's just going to be like run only. And I think that's oversimplification. So I think people are reading a little bit too much on both sides. And I think as long as they get the right person, whether Russell Wilson is heavily involved in that or not, I'd like to think that they would talk about it, but it's just got to trend the right way. And I think if Seattle maintains, at least continues to move forward in a way where we know we're getting everything we can out of the offense, then at least I feel like this will continue down the line and will improve. But there's definitely a lot of things that need to get better in the course of the next couple of years. Because it was a bad trend the way that the game was going at the end of the season before we got our playoff exit. So I'll see what happens, man. But hey, I appreciate the call, man. Hang around and we may chat again. So thanks for being on here.
Thanks.
All right, go Hawks. All right, back to the game here. 3-0 Saints over the Bucs. And here's the kickoff. We'll get somebody else up here in just a second. It's in the end zone touchback. Band Ned says Russ will probably go to the Saints. Wouldn't that be ironic? All right, let's see who else we want to talk to here. Let's see, I see a lot of familiar names that I've chatted to before, but Andre's 2009 boy, who I think was in the chat hoping to talk, so I hope you're ready. I'm going to bring you in right now. So, Andres, welcome to the show. Are you there?
Yes, hello.
All right, Andres, hey, welcome to the show. And a first down run, about 4-yard gain by Leonard Fournette, and the Bucs, second down and 6 coming up. So, Andres, have we spoken before, or is this your first time on the show?
That's my first time.
Oh, all right. Well, welcome to the show, man. Tell me a little about yourself. Where are you from, and how long have you been a Seahawks fan? How long have you been a fan of mine?
I'm from Texas, and I'm not really a Seahawks fan, but I'm a Packers fan.
Packers fan. Oh, good. Hold on a second. We got Brady with a throw. Middle of the field. Low. Incomplete. Number 84 wanted a flag. Jenkins on the coverage. Incomplete. No flag. 3rd and 6 coming up. Clock stopped. Just 10:50 left in the first quarter. All right. So you're a Texas fan who's a...
No, I'm a Packers fan.
You live in Texas, who's a Packers fan, and you're in the Discord of a Seahawks fan channel. So, trying to figure out how that all happened. Let me call this play here, and then I'm going to try to dig a little bit deeper on there. 3rd and 6, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Brady in the gun. Motion number 84 to the left, 2 trips to the left. Snap. Brady takes 1 step back under pressure, and he's going to go down. Back at the 17-yard line. And that was 6 sacks they had during the regular season. They get another one here in the playoffs. Well covered down the field. What a pass rush. New England goes, it's going to have to punt again. That's their second 3 and out in a row. So far, pretty much the way my Madden prediction went. Let's see what happens on this next punt. Hold on there, my friend from Texas. Rack and pinion. Standing back to kick the ball off. See if he angles it a little bit more to the sideline this time to avoid a dangerous return. Snap, hold, kick, and he will angle it to the left again. And he's going to let it bounce. No, he'll take it at the 32. Breaks the tackle to the 35. Gets around the corner again. To the 40. 45. Oh, my God. 50. 45, 40. 35, 30. How's the flag? 30, 20. To the 15. 10. He's going to score, but it's not going to count because they're going to bring it back for a block in the back. But, man, what a return. Twice by Harris, the punt returner. He went all the way, but the flag was thrown back at midfield, so it probably will come back. But, oh, my goodness, this guy. Where has he come from, man? During the return, it's a back block in the back. Number 34. So that's going to bring it back to about, I want to say around the 40-yard line. That's brutal. Man, I was going to say, was he really going to get a second chance to return it? It's like I thought maybe the punter would angle it to the right this time or something. He kicked to the exact same spot, and he did the exact same thing. The only difference was he didn't get hit by the gunner. He just evaded the gunner and made a run for it. Nice return, but unfortunately negated by the flag. All right, so we're back to our friend here. Again, remind you, your first name in Texas. What's your name again?
Andres.
Andres, yes, that's right. Okay, so... how did you become a Packers fan? Did you grow up in Texas?
Yes.
Okay, so you grew up in Texas. How come you didn't become like a Cowboys fan or a Texans fan or something like that? Why a Packer fan?
So, I'm basically a bandwagon, but still, when Bill O'Brien traded D-Hop to Arizona, I kind of got mad and wasn't really a Texans fan anymore.
Oh, so you did start out as a Texans fan. Okay, I would be upset too if that happened to me. How old are you, by the way? How old are you, man?
10.
10. I was gonna say, your team following career has got to be pretty short because you sound pretty young. So okay, so you're 10 years old. So start out as a Texas fan, and then how did you switch to following the Packers?
Ever since I was I think 5 or 6, my favorite color was green, so I just liked the Packers, and then I stopped liking them. Went to the Texans, didn't like them anymore. Didn't know what team to really pick to like.
Seahawks have green in it. The Seahawks have green.
That's true.
Could have gone to the Seahawks, man. But all right, so you bounced back to the Packers. So now you're on the Packers tip right now. All right, so. How long have you been on my channel? What brought you here if you're a Packers fan?
My brother, I saw him one time watching your video, a music video of you predicting 2017. And I liked it, so I just started watching you since.
So captivated by the musicality of NorbCam. So that's what got you here. 2017. So you're only 7 then. Right? Or did you see it this year? When did you actually watch that video?
When I was 7.
Oh, so you have been watching. So you've been watching me for 3 years? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's very cool. I appreciate that.
And I also noticed when you're at Sensi Link, you kind of sit in the same spot.
Yep.
So I noticed, but
Yeah. Well, that's true. I got season tickets, and it's basically the same spot. And yeah, I have moved a couple of times since a few years ago. So
yeah.
But yeah, okay, all right. That's pretty cool here. So you got to be pretty happy. Your Packers sitting there in the number 1 seed, going to host the NFC Championship. Who do you hope they play? You want to get the Saints, or you want to see the Bucs move on here?
I want to fix the Saints.
All right,
because
the Saints.
I just don't want Brady going to another Super Bowl if they do face us and beat us.
Right. Okay. So we kind of share that feeling. Incomplete pass, by the way. Drew Brees intended for number 17, knocked away by the corner. Good coverage right there. Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. All right. Well, you're in a pretty good spot, and the other reason I'm rooting for the Bucs is, besides the fact that they have Tom Brady on there, he's won already too many rings, is the fact that they're also hosting the Super Bowl. I kind of want that record to still be not there, to have a team not host their own Super Bowl yet. I just think it's kind of cool that nobody's actually been able to do it. And mostly because I'm jealous because Seattle will never host a Super Bowl because it's too cold and wet up here. So if we can't have it, nobody can. Anyway.
I was hoping for the Chiefs to lose, so if we do make it to Super Bowl, we don't have to face a hard team.
And you're saying that's why you're happy it's the Chiefs?
No, I'm saying I wanted the Browns to win.
Oh, you want the Browns? Oh, because the Chiefs are tougher team. I don't know. Browns were looking pretty good. If for one touchdown call that could have easily gone their way, this game would have been. They would have won that game. I mean, it was that close. All right, Saints with the 3rd and 10. Gonna get a delay. Snap it. Oh, right as the buzzer, he snapped it. They rush 5. They pick it up. Throws middle. Complete. To Taquan Smith for a first down. Needed 10. He got 12. First down for the Saints. Oh, that's good for Saints. First down.
Norb?
Yo.
My brother wants to talk because he's a Seahawks fan.
Oh, okay. Put him on. What's your brother's name?
Wait, no, he doesn't want to anymore.
Oh, he got scared. He got shy. All right, no problem. Well, thanks for being on here, man. Good luck. And not that you're going to need it because the Packers look pretty darn good. But I'll be rooting for the Saints to win this and to defeat your Packers next week. So we'll see what happens here.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Alvin Kamara dives ahead for 3. All right. Next, we'll get to a next caller in just a moment here. Again, you're watching live coverage of the Bucs-Packers game here on NorbCam. Appreciate you guys being on here. If you want to chat with me, you can go to the top of the pinned link in the chat if you want to. And you can join my Discord channel and join the voice stream, the game day party, and you can, there's a trip. He stuck his leg out and tripped Alvin Kamara. No wonder he was diving across. He would have got more yardage if not for the trip. Guy was tripping. So that's a first down. Tack on the yardage. 1st and 10 at about the... What yardage are we at here? It's got to be well into Bucs territory right now. Just past midfield. It's about the 45-yard line. So we got Drew Brees under center with 3 receivers left. Snap, pitch to Kamara on the left side. He's got a slot. Hole to the 40. Dives ahead for the first down. It's going to be close, depending on where they mark it. I think he got the first down. That's impressive, man. Good blocking up front. I remember Kamara running all over the Seahawks last year. Not fun. All right, let's bring in another guest here. Let's talk to Dylan Tate. Dylan Tate, welcome to the show, man.
What up, Nord?
Hey, not much, man. Just watching the game here. We've got the Saints with the 1st and 10. Hands off to number 88 on the little outside run. Gets about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Face the Saints.
What's that?
I wish we could have faced the Saints.
Yeah, that would have happened had we won. If we won our wild card game, we would have faced the Saints. And
one day we'll win again.
It would have been the Bucs against
the
Packers.
Super Bowl one day.
Yeah, I know.
We'll win the Super Bowl one day. Watch. It's just going to be hard because these teams are going to be good, and the Niners are going to be good next year.
Yeah, and I think
good.
the Cardinals are going to be better. They got a good quarterback there. They just got to clean up some things. Here's the Saints throwing to the middle of the field, gain of 5, and another. Wait, no, they're calling down 1
And
yard
I hate
short.
the Niners. I don't like the 49ers because I live in California and they be talking smack on the Seahawks.
Oh, do you live in Northern California? Is that why?
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's got to be a pain. I forget.
I see that. I see why we have an epic rivalry.
Yeah, it's.
I see why we have a rivalry now.
Yeah, I think the football's better when there's a rivalry. And obviously this year wasn't much of one because they were so decimated by injuries and it wasn't very close. And we swept them this year, but last year was definitely kind of what the rivalry is all about. Splitting games down to the wire. Snap. Here's a 3rd and 1. Oh, Kamara slipped. I think he got it. The
2013 NFC Championship game. That's how I found your channel.
Oh, really? Wow, that's like early stuff right there. Oh, that's a first down.
I know. I became a fan, and then I think like my most popular video is like in Super Bowl 49.
Yeah.
When he got the reaction to the run at the 1 yard line.
You mean the run? You mean the should have been run at the 1 yard line? That wasn't.
No.
Yeah, run to the 1 yard line, and then what should have been a run
that
after
hurt
that.
in my heart. I was 9 years.
Yeah. No, it's.
I was 9 years old at that time. I was like, my mom had to quick control me. You never heard I was cussing so much at 9 years old.
You were cussing when you were 9 years old?
I wanted to break the TV.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man, you're not supposed to be cussing at 9 years old. You're supposed to at least wait till you're 11. Oh, that might be short. No,
that reaction though, like, come on, you can't be mad. We can't say that you wouldn't get upset at that play.
No, it was terrible. That was one of the worst days as a fan ever.
Seahawks fan.
Yep, and if you want to torture yourself, you can just go back to that day and think about how this franchise would have gone a totally different direction had they won that. Do you realize that at that time,
the dynasty,
if it would have been on their way? You know that we were 1 yard away from Russell Wilson would have had 2 rings. And here's a handoff to Kamara on the left side. He's going to be stopped for a 1 yard gain. Russell would have had 2 rings, and Brady would have been with only 3. And Brady would have been the victim of 3 miraculous passes that led to his demise. I mean, that was what it was supposed to be. And then the catch by Jermaine Kearse that hit every part of his body.
He'll probably be up there.
Yeah.
He'll be up there with those guys because that means he beat Peyton Manning in his 3rd year in the Super Bowl. He beat Tom Brady. And they'll say he went to the Super Bowl and he faced off and get somebody else. 3 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah, I know, man. Why are we torturing ourselves with this talk, man? And who knows, the locker room meltdown. Oh, boy, incomplete pass down to the 9 yard line. Incomplete pass. Intended for number 87.
But I believe we'll win another Super Bowl with Russ if we get the right offense and Pete Carroll doesn't be dumb and runs the ball. But if you ever go back to the Super Bowl and we're at the 1 yard line, we're running the ball for sure.
Well, it's funny, though. It's like last year against the 49ers, remember the Seahawks had a chance to win the division against the 49ers, and we had the perfect play. It was John Ursua with a catch at the 1 yard line to make it 1st and goal at the 1. And it was pandemonium. Everyone was going crazy. We're all going, put Lynch, beast! And what do? They do what they did in this wild card game again. They got all confused, forgot what was going on, and they ended up a delay of game. It was just crazy.
You always do delay games.
I know, and that's one of the things Seattle has to fix. Yeah.
So, do you remember when you went to the NFC Championship game in 2015?
How could I not remember that game? Yes, I was there. One of my most popular videos of that game. But yes, of course, I remember that game.
So, how was the crowd reaction? Because did you lose your hearing that day?
At the end, yeah, it was nuts, man. I mean, that was probably, the NFC Championship the year before was pretty intense, but just watch the video, you'll see. But yeah, we were going crazy. I don't remember how loud it was just because we were all too busy screaming.
It was like loud. Like how big is like a scream effect from Seahawks fans? Like how loud does it get there?
It was loud. It's the loudest I can recall, and we've had some really loud games because we broke the world record. I think it was against the Niners, or was it against the Saints? I forget now. It was against the Saints. It was against the Niners first. We broke it. Did we break it more than once? I think we broke it twice. Anyway, it was against the Niners, and then
that's why we have the most toughest field position in the playoffs every year. Because people always say the number one place to win a game in the playoffs is in Seattle, the 12th man, because we do stuff like that.
And by the way,
it's hard to win
incomplete
a
pass
game here.
batted down to the line of scrimmage, so New Orleans will have to settle for another field goal here. Snap hold kick is 42 yards, is good. So Saints go up on top, 6-0.
I don't want Tom Brady win his 6th, 7th ring, 7th Super Bowl. I don't want him to win.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. That's why
Man, it was good talking to you.
Good talking to you too,
so
man.
much for
Thank
being
you
on
for
your
the
show.
call. All right, appreciate it, man.
So
Go
much.
Hawks. All right, so we had a commercial break with 6-0 to score. Let's talk to. Let's see. I'm going to talk to you yet. Oh, Spicy Noodle. There's none. I know we've spoken before, but it's been a while. Spicy Noodle, you're on.
Hey, what's up, Norb?
Not much, man. Just chilling here, watching the game, talking with you guys. How about you? What's on your mind?
My team, yeah. I've just been watching football. I mean, I'm happy the Rams lost yesterday. That's good, right?
Yeah, did you see Aaron Donald crying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, it's funny how, in the end, if you're not the team standing at the podium when it's all said and done, it still hurts just as bad. And
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
emotionally it's easier if you're like a team like the Falcons. Sorry, Falcons fans, but you're kind of out of it long ago. Emotionally, you're sort of, nothing's really at stake. You just get to the end. It's like, okay, that season's over. Let's get going on the next one. So you're just sitting there watching these games, and emotionally, you just chill as can be because there's nothing you're worried about. So, we had our game, frustration, our time against the Rams last week. So the Rams were on the high. So they got to have another week of high hopes, anticipation, thoughts and dreams of the Super Bowl, only to be crushed by the Packers at Lambeau Field, and it still doesn't make you feel any better. You still got the tears because in the end, you're back on the couch and you're that much lower in draft picks. So there's going to be a winner. There's only going to be one. So we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do, though. We got a lot of things that they've got to fix up. What's your thoughts on the outlook of the Seahawks next year? There's a lot of talk, it seems now, a lot of chatter going on about Seahawks and Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll not being on the same page and his days being numbered, blah, blah, blah. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Are you
All
buying into
on
that, or you
Twitter.
think it's just a bunch of rumor stuff going on?
I think it's just like the people on Twitter just saying whatever just to get some like attention, right? That always happens.
It's easy to do for sure, but obviously something's not
apparently,
working.
like supposedly he wanted Brian to stay as the coordinator.
Well, yeah. When asked, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but when he was asked about, was he in favor of the Schottenheimer firing, he said he was not, and he wasn't consulted about it because he didn't find out till that afternoon after he had been fired. So, Mega Skins Fan 1 in the Super Chat asks me, Norb, do you have any pets? I do not. Part of it is my wife and my daughter are allergic, and I am kind of too as well, so it's not good. Even my youngest one, Vanessa, really wants to get a dog. Always asks every day, can we get a dog? Touchback, by the way, in the kickoff.
So I know you probably talked about this.
We had a cat when I was younger, and we had a dog named Jumbo who was way overweight and didn't feed him properly, and he died way too early. He was a fat German Shepherd Husky mix. Oh, Jumbo. Anyway, but yeah, I've not had a dog since, so. Not that I don't like them. I like dogs. I love cats, but yeah, the allergy thing's a bit of a problem. So yeah, no pets on that side. Oh, I had some fish. A lot of them died too. Oh, there's always the thing about pets dying. It just eventually happens. Anyway, you're saying, man? Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was saying, you probably 100% already talked about this, but what do you think is the best offensive coordinator we can get as of right now?
Incomplete pass from Brady intended for number 27 out of the backfield, on the left side, incomplete. 2nd and 10. In the initial headline splashes of there was Anthony Lynn and then Doug Peterson were kind of top guys being talked about. I think between the two of them, I like the Doug Peterson one that kind of just jumped out because of his coming from the Northwest. He was out of Ferndale, a city north from Seattle. Here's a handoff to Jones for about 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up. And, I like this creativity. I thought, the way he won that Super Bowl against the Patriots, he was pretty clever with his schemes, did the Philly dilly or whatever, and got that trick play. And that's something you just don't see a lot out of, especially recently and out of our offense. I'd like to see a little razzle-dazzle, a little unpredictability, a little shake it up, once in a while. So for that reason, I kind of like that initial thought. But a lot of people have been talking about, some of these, run coordinators and stuff like out of San Francisco. And I kind of like that idea too. If we can get some of that style of running where they seem to make, I think they might be short, close to a first down. They're going to mark him short, I think. It's going to be 4th down and inches coming up. Because the way the Rams and the 49ers run, not just their runs, but the way they use their running backs out of the backfield, that quick pass. I really want to see Seattle develop a quick passing game because it seems like it's either deep or Russell scrambling around trying to find somebody open. But that just snap throw, just for whatever reason, just doesn't seem to be there. And I just don't know why that is. 4th and inches, they're going to go for it. Ball at the 34.5-yard line. Brady, expect a sneak here. And he does. And, I don't know if he got it. Maybe at the end of a second effort, I think he got it. Yep, he got it. First down. Is that first down by the Bucs? I think it is. With 3 minutes left in the first quarter, they finally get one. Brady with the sneak. That's one thing Russell Wilson can't do. They did it once this year and actually scored a touchdown on it. But Russell Wilson on the quarterback sneak, for some reason, it's not his deal. It's not his jam, man.
Probably too small.
I don't know, but Drew Brees is not much taller than Russell Wilson, but he's made a killing off the quarterback sneak. And here goes Brady under center, hands off to, big hole. Jones tripped up, and it looked like he was going to go for daylight. Tripped up, he will get about 6 or 7 yards on the play. What do you like out of the potential candidates right now for offensive coordinator?
Same thing. I like Doug Peterson too, just because of the Philly special, and I think he can. I mean, he didn't do too bad with the Eagles organization, so I think.
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're on the same page. Run to Fournette on the outside, breaks a tackle, and he gets to the 49-yard line, first down. Okay, so Brady's got a little drive going here, and they're only down 2, even though they've been kind of dominated so far. They're only down 6 points because of the field goals. They could take the lead with a touchdown here out to midfield. Their best field position of the day.
Did Mahomes and Lamar Jackson get hurt with a concussion or something like that?
Yeah, that's my understanding. I didn't watch the game. I was kind of just peeking at my phone once in a while, and I heard about the injury. It's a little Statue of Liberty here. It's Brady wide open, not open, but deep downfield, intended for Evans, incomplete, well covered by Lattimore, stride for stride. They did a little fake end around, fake handoff, fake end around, and then Brady just kept it and went deep, and then Lattimore was all over it, well covered. Did not fool him at all. That was a great play. He was on him like a blanket, man. They're like synchronized swimmers going up in the air, the way they were diving for the ball at the same time. That was a play of beauty. Got one hand under his stinky armpit, and the other hand knocking the ball away. Pretty well good play right there. 2nd down and 10. I'm sorry, did you have a question in there, or were you still just talking?
No. I was
swing pass, screen, it's dropped, incomplete pass. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping that a lot of this is just a lot of speculation and rumors and people fueling.
That always happens though, every season.
So I mean, I'm still in that. I think Russell Wilson is going to be a great quarterback for us. And I've seen too many seasons of great plays to let the last half of this season dictate to me like this is this is what he's become. I don't think that's the case. I think there's a lot of solutions in there. 3rd and 10, by the way. Trips left.
I mean, he just played at MVP level, right, for the first half of the season. So
offside, free play. Oh no, they're not. It's not a free play. They're going to call it. They're going to call it into the neutral zone, or was a false start. Neutral zone infraction. So they're going to give him the 5 yards. It would have been a completed pass if they'd actually let the play go through. I guess he got too far over the line. Brady's not happy. That's one thing I think thinking about DK Metcalf and some of his attitude on the sideline stuff.
Yeah,
Russ is not the type to really get on somebody. He's not the yell at anybody type. He's kind of the positive, come on, let's go, we got this. But sometimes I think he's got to go to him and say, DK, enough of that. You're not helping. So knock it off, or I'm not going to throw to you. That's what he should be doing. Brady in the back, empty backfield. Screen, bubble screen, to the left, breaks a tackle for a first down, 15 yards to Godwin. And it's another first down. Bucks. Now they got a nice drive going on here. Say again?
I think DK still has a lot of stuff to work on.
He does for sure. He's had an amazing season, but he's also far from being, Jerry Rice. He's got some things to do, even though he's got, he's in the records, but he could have even more if he'd actually done a few things better. Imagine if he caught a couple more touchdowns and didn't jog into the end zone casually on a play. He'd have a lot more touchdowns under his belt right now. Not to mention he could do some work on his blocking. Handoff left side to Jones for about 2. Anyway,
I think he could be a really good blocker too with the size.
He should. Yeah, I think it's more of an effort and a technique thing. He's got to get straight with his footwork.
Yeah.
That's one thing Steve Largent, whose record he broke, he was so good at. He was really good on the footwork side of things. And man, watching Davante Adams yesterday going out of his break, he made Ramsey look like ridiculous. And just with that stutter step, but Doug Baldwin was really good at that. He could really use a few lessons in release technique, because those guys, are some of the best. All right, end of the first quarter, 6-0. Saints got a little break here. I'm going to also talk to some other folks here, so appreciate the call, man. Thanks for being on.
Yep. No
All right, have a good rest of your day. Go Hawks. All right, who else shall we talk to? Let's see. Somebody was saying, who was telling me they got an update on the Discord? Rishi says he's the only mod in here. So is Rishi still there? Yeah, Rishi's here. All right, let's see what Rishi's got to say. One of the Discord moderators. Rishi, you there? Whoa, Rishi, get the music cranked.
What's up, YouTube?
Okay,
I think we can all agree that 20...
Hello. Wow, I'm getting all kinds of sounds in there. Rishi, you're on. Hello, Rishi. Rishi, you there? Now, who am I talking to? Hold on a second. Let's get this under control here. Hey, Rishi.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You had all kinds of music and other stuff going on in there, but I think we're clean now. All right, you mentioned in the chat to give you a little buzz to find out what's going on in Discord. So what do you got for me?
All right, so we're getting a couple of new members today from yesterday. I mean, some people have left today, but I think we've gained more members than people have left. And I mean, there's little iffy things here and there, but they've been taken care of. And there've been like a couple announcements, I think this announcement was made yesterday, but there's how we got partnered recently. There's also a bot that is the credit card scam that's going around partner servers, and it's targeting some specific servers. So that's something we need to watch out for. But the announcement was made yesterday, and now people know about it, so that's pretty good. And other than that, I think other things are going pretty good. People are following the rules, and if they don't follow the rules, then we're telling them that they should follow the rules and that this is what they're supposed to do. So everything's looking pretty good.
Okay. So can you give me a count on where we are right now? We celebrated 2,000 members just a little over a week ago. Where are we at now?
I'm not including bots. We're currently at 2,175 members.
All right. So we gained 175 net members, not including bots, since a week or so ago where we got to 2,000. So, all right, that's good. That's positive. So, all right. So as a reminder, everybody, what's kind of cool about joining this Discord community is that you got people like Rishi and other staff mods who will make sure that they keep a lot of junk and the bad element out. We certainly want to avoid all that. So here's a throw at Brady, complete to number 84, down inside the 20-yard line to the 17. So Brady getting the Bucks down on a drive to potentially take the lead here. Brait on the reception. Nice throw. All right, thanks for the update, man. I appreciate it. All right.
Go Hawks.
All right, go Hawks. All right, that was Rishi of the Discord staff team there, keeping things clean. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Handoff to Fournette, who dives ahead for about 6. Oh, little push to shove in, little extracurricular activity. Second down and about 7. 3. 2nd and 4. You got 6 on the play. Let's see. Let's go to Madden God. That's a very humble name, by the way. Madden God.
Hello?
Hello there. Are you really a Madden God?
I'm pretty good at Madden.
I would think with a name like Madden God, I would expect you would be like dominant. You would be you'd be able to coach me to like a 28-point victory. Have you coached me? Have you coached me in Madden yet?
I tried to, but every time my mic would lag.
Oh, that's the issue. Okay. So even God can have a bad microphone. That's unfortunate. We'll have to get that worked out next time. So, what do you got here, man? What are you thinking here? Are you what team are you rooting for here in this NFC Divisional game?
I'm rooting for the Saints.
You want the Saints? Why is that? As we get a 3rd down and 2. Hold on, let me call this play. 3rd and 2. Trips to the left, one to the right. Brady takes the shotgun snap, throws complete. Oh no, it's dropped. Intended for Gronk on a slant, broken up, and it's gonna be 4th and 2. So decision time for the Bucks. Are they gonna go aggressive and go for it, or kick the field goal to make it a 6-3 game? Oh, nice play by Jenkins over the back of Gronk to break up that pass. Nicely done. So they will settle for the field goal here. A 26-yard field goal attempt on the right hash by Suckup. Here's the snap, hold, kick, and it's good. So 6-3, Bucks on the board with 12:57 left in the first half. All right, so you want the Saints to win. Why?
So I really want the Saints to win the Super Bowl because I want to see Drew Brees retire as a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm okay with that. I feel the same way. So, how long have you been on my channel, man?
About since the start of last season.
So a little over a year ago. Start of 2019. That's cool. Do you remember how you found my channel to begin with?
I remember I was searching up ways to watch the game because I couldn't find any way to watch the game. And then I just stumbled upon your channel and I was looking at your content and it was actually pretty cool.
Oh, all right, that's cool. I appreciate that, man. So you were here because you couldn't get the game live in your area, so you found mine to be at least a way that you can keep up with the game where you are. Where are you, by the way?
New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Okay. All right. So you get a lot of the Giants games, Jets games.
Eagles games.
Eagles games. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I could bring some of this to you over there. That's kind of why I'm here. I know a lot of people, at least when the Seahawks are on, they watch my channel to try to get the inside scoop on what's going on with Seattle. So glad I could do it for you, man. All right. Well, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully the next time we do Madden, it's going to be a better experience, all right?
All right.
All right. Thanks for the call. Enjoy the rest of the game. Let's see now. Let's talk to... let's go to Aidan. Aidan Pham. He's one of the members of the NorbFAM membership. His name is right there. One of the All-Pros. Aidan, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, Norb. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. Watched, played a little Madden, helped do a little setup for volleyball this week. They're getting their club set up. Start doing some practicing tomorrow, which I'm excited for my girls for that. And then watch a little football with you guys. So it's been a chill day. How about you?
Yeah, it's my weekend's been going pretty well. I think the one thing that could make it better is if the Seahawks were actually playing against the Saints today.
That would make it a totally different weekend. I know. Although, to be honest with you, if we had to go, well, that's the thing is the Seahawks won. I was going to say if we had to play the Packers today, we wouldn't have played the Packers today because the Packers would not have been our opponent if we'd won because we would have been playing this game right now against the Saints. So from what I've seen of the Saints so far, the most impressive thing they've done is punt returns. They haven't been able to get into the end zone yet, and I would have liked our chances against the Saints. Tough matchup against the Packers. That sucks that we couldn't get it done against the Rams.
Yep.
Hopefully next year. So who are you rooting for in this game?
I want the Bucs to win this game.
What? Really? Why? With Brady on there and everything? You want Brady to get another piece of hardware?
Before the playoff divisional round weekend, I usually make my picks for every game this week, and then so far I've been up to this point, and I have the Bucs to win this game. So I just want to be correct
so
on all my picks.
You're going off of your predictions of who's going to win, not who you want to win. Okay,
yeah,
so
but
a first down run by Alvin Kamara for 11 yards with 12:33 left in the first half. Well, who do you want to win? I know you're expecting the Bucs to win, but who would you want to have win? Do you want the Bucs to win this game?
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Tom Brady lose a chance at another Super Bowl ring. So,
Kamara
I guess the
6.
Saints winning wouldn't be bad, but I really don't care who wins this game because
the Packers. Is it because at the end the Packers are going to be the ones that wins?
Yeah, I have a feeling the Packers are being in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, given that they got the number 1 seed, that's pretty tough to win. They looked real good yesterday.
Yeah, and they have fans in Lambeau too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep. Unlike some cities, not a soul to be found from a fan standpoint. So, did you watch the earlier game between the Browns and the Chiefs?
Yeah, I know. I actually really felt bad for the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes, he's out with a concussion, so I felt for them a little bit. But I also wanted the Browns to win because of their drought.
Right.
But they were very close, but just couldn't get it done.
What'd you think about that no-call touchback hit at the end of the first half that cost the Browns a touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's always going to be controversies, but that should have been called. The outcome of the game could have changed. But yeah, the NFL refs always seem to find a way to do something.
That's rough. That's a rough one. I mean, it was a great... I think what people aren't talking about, they're too busy surrounded by the controversy, but the play that I think it was Sorensen made to make the hit when he was diving across, I mean, if he's 1 split second late, he gets the touchdown. If he doesn't make the hit at just the right timing and position, he doesn't get... Intercepted. He's still going to the 20, 15, 10. He's going to score. Or did he? Knocked out, but it is no, he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Intercepted on the left sideline. Number 23. Wow. Just jumped in front of that pass, and I thought he was going to take it to the house. Holy mackerel. Well, there's a lot of contact going on there. Oh, man. There's a lot of grabbing going on between him and the receiver on that play, but as it stands, he was out of bounds. Good call at the 3-yard line. But now Buccaneers in position to take the lead with that interception. Forced it there. It looked like one of my throws in Madden. My God. So the Cleveland Browns. Unfortunately, Cleveland Browns going to have to recalibrate and try it again, but they look pretty good. They look like a team.
They have a bright future.
A bright future for sure. Their best season in a long time. So, but all right, here we go. So first down and goal at the 3-yard line. See what the Bucs do here. Brady under center. 2 receivers to the right. Snap. It's going to throw. Fade pass. No, it's a slant to Mike Evans, and that's a touchdown. Mike Evans ties the game. Oh, sorry, no. It's 9-3 with the extra point to come. Tampa Bay in the lead. Wow, so far, man. As I'm talking to you, suddenly the Buccaneers did what you were expecting to do, which was to take the lead here, and that was all because of that interception. Set the whole thing up. Wow, good play.
Norb, I have a question for you.
Yep.
So, out of all the NFC teams remaining, obviously, I know you don't want any of them to win the Super Bowl, but if you had to choose, who would you want to win the Super Bowl out of the NFC?
Oh, I actually called it earlier. I'm okay. I would be all right with the Saints winning a Super Bowl here.
Really? The Saints?
Yeah. There's a reason. So, first of all, I've always respected Drew Brees. I think he's a quarterback. He's one of the ones, I think he's a humble guy. He doesn't bug me like a lot of quarterbacks do. So he's accomplished a lot. He's got 1 Super Bowl. Russell Wilson, kind of modeled his game after him early on in his career because he's also kind of a short quarterback. So, he's not like a 6 foot something. I think he's like at 6 foot. So he's just a little bit taller than Russell Wilson. The Saints, everything that team had to go through during Hurricane Katrina, all that stuff. And I know Brees was a big part of that. And then just when I think about the past, when it comes to the Saints have given us a lot of good memories in Seattle. Recently, we lost one. Oh, yeah. But they gave us the Beastquake game. They gave us a playoff. They gave us a win in the regular season during that Super Bowl run. They gave us a divisional win in the Super Bowl. They gave us another one later on, I think, when we got like a second Beastquake type of run. That was in 2014 season? I think it was. Anyway, so the Saints have been one of those teams that, at least when it comes to playing here, we've had more positive memories than negative, and some of those have been some of the best games ever. So, and I've got a lot of friends who I've gotten to know, especially from my time in New Orleans, who took really good care of us, who are really cool people, and I had a chance to hang out down there as well as up here. So with all that tied together, I would be okay with the Saints winning a Super Bowl this year and sending out Drew Brees with the second ring into retirement. That I would be fine with that. So
yeah, I guess seeing Drew Brees with 1 more Super Bowl win, because this is probably going to be his last season. Right. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. So that's kind of my thought on it. My second option would be if it comes down to, and the Saints have to get past the Packers. That's gonna be tall order. If it comes down to, if the expected teams win, it's going to be Kansas City versus the Packers. I think, Rodgers is good, but something about him bugs me. I don't know if it's just all the commercials he does, or the fact that the Packers have been a pain in our butts since we can't beat them since the 90s in Lambeau. I just don't want to see the Packers have any more. I don't need to see them have any more success. Kansas City, obviously they won their Super Bowl last year. Am I okay with them going back to back? I'd really like to see the Bills win and dethrone the Chiefs, just because the Bills, talk about a team that's gone through some horrible times, making it to 4 straight Super Bowls and not winning one. The wide right by Norwood, the lack of playoff berths for such a long time, living in the shadow of the Patriots all these years. That's why I think my choice would be to have it come down to where I could be okay with both teams. Either team winning is if it was Saints versus Bills, I would be okay with either of those teams winning. So that's what I'm. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping is it's going to be the thing.
Yeah, hopefully the Bills win the Super Bowl, because I have them winning the Super Bowls, even though they completely destroyed the Seahawks earlier in the season. There's just something about the Bills this year, especially after they had to fall behind to New England all those years. Right. And this is finally their chance.
Right. Yeah. So, I think the Bucs for sure is the one team I don't want to see win, just because it's Brady. I don't need to see him smiling up that podium again, doing his whole thing. I've seen that movie too many times.
Especially on a different team.
Right. Saints throws incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here. All right, man. Well, thanks for the conversation. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being a loyal member of the NORBFAM club, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it, man. Thank you, Norb.
All right, have a good one. All right, let's see here. Let's go to, as we got, again, 11-11 left in the game, or the second quarter. 10-6, Saints with the ball, down by 4. Total yards is pretty close. Look at that, 66 to 62. Rushing yards is almost identical. 41 for the Bucs, 39 for the Saints. Here we go. Saints takes the shotgun snap. It's going to pass it out to number 87 for a short gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 coming up. Let's talk to DK and Norb, our goats. I just talked to him today with a little Madden fun.
Yeah, what's going on, Norb?
You're back.
Yep.
I actually got a chance to, at least I got a glimpse of what you look like, because I got to see a little image of you. You're wearing like a sport coat or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I gotta look professional.
I like that. I'm just curious, because I know you've been doing a podcast for a while. And do you do YouTube as well? Or just podcasts?
Well, we're just doing podcasts. I'm trying to get on SoundCloud. But not YouTube.
Breeze throws the ball. It's way out of bounds, but there's a flag on the play. So you're just doing this podcast side. So you're not doing any video. It's just audio at this point?
No. No, I'm thinking about it, but...
Yeah, you should, man. You look good. Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
I thought it was very cool that you talked to Coach Marsh the other night. Or was it last night?
Last night,
yeah. And it's cool that you're doing that. How long have you been doing your podcast for?
Ever since basically the beginning of the season.
So it's brand new for you.
Yeah. I'm new to this, but although I watch, Squabo, Steezy, they do podcasts, and just Seahawks Martin, everybody else like that.
Mm-hmm. So it was a penalty on the Bucs, became a 1st down for the Saints, and now Kamara with a 1st down run of about 5 or 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 to come here with 10 minutes left. That's great. So are you a Seahawks fan first? Is that where your team loyalty started with?
Yeah, I've been a Seahawks fan. Before, when I was a little bit younger, I think it's like what everyone does. They hop through different teams, whatever team's the best. But I stuck with Wilson. I love Wilson. And ever since like 2015, I've been a Seahawks fan. So
nice. Check down pass to Alvin Kamara for 4 yards. Stopped short of the 1st down mark. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 coming up here. 9:20 left in the first half.
Can I give my opinion? Can I give my opinion on the Chris Carson, Russell Wilson drama?
Yeah, go for it, man. What's your take on all this?
All right. So, me and Nick LeBeau, we were in Squabo's stream, and we were talking about like where is Chris Carson going to go? Yeah. Or if he goes anywhere, like what does he have to do to stay with the Hawks?
Right. By the way, quarterback sneak by Drew Brees. We just talked about that earlier. Somehow Drew Brees has been able to do the quarterback sneak very efficiently, and he does it there. Needed 1, he got 2. 1st down 10 Saints with 8:40 left. Okay, go ahead. So Carson.
Oh yeah, so Carson. We were saying in order for Carson to stay with the Seahawks, he needs to have 100, at least like probably like 5 or 6 100-yard games. Because he only had didn't even have a 100-yard game this season. His highest was like 85, 80. So we were like, he needs more 100-yard games. And if he can't do that,
hold on a second. Razzle Dazzle here was like an end around flea flicker. It's a touchdown, but there was a flag early.
Whoa.
The question is this going to be called back, or is this like a penalty on the defense with the ball touchdown counting?
Well, I'm a little behind. I'm gonna.
No penalty. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Wow, a little trickery there.
James Winston.
With Jameis Winston actually getting the throw. So it was a It was a direct snap to Kamara, who gave it to the receiver, who then gave it to Winston coming back to the middle, and it had number 10 Smith wide open down the field.
I wish the Seahawks would do something like that.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. That's why I like the idea of the Doug Peterson hire, because he's been known to do a few creative razzle-dazzle plays once in a while. That stuff is cool. Like, you can't do it every game, but you got to break it out every once in a while. Even Darrell Bevel did that. All right, so...
And you were saying in your roundtable, like, we didn't, or I think it may have been Coach Marsh, we didn't do any special teams like fake punts or anything like that.
Nah, we haven't done that since the John Ryan days.
Yeah.
I think the last time we did one was, I remember John Ryan running against the Rams, I think Thursday Night Football. He just took the snap and just ran. I don't know if it was planned or he just saw this big hole and just decided to go for it. But he got creamed at the end. I remember he was running funny because he was running all stiff and straight up. And then he just got blasted. It looked like he got knocked unconscious for like a minute. But it was kind of funny, but not the part that him getting knocked unconscious. Although that was kind of funny how he got hit, but it was a cool play. But I remember he was running and then the ball slipped out of his hand. Remember, he's running, all of a sudden he goes, whoop, the ball he starts juggling it or something, and then he got creamed. We got the ball back, but he just got smeared. It reminded me a lot of that quarterback. Was it Daniel? Yeah, Daniel Jones for the Giants when he had that breakaway run and he was basically all alone for a touchdown. They tripped. The turf monster got him at like the 20-yard line and he ended up tripping and not making it. It was kind of the same thing with the John Ryan thing, except he fumbled the ball. The turf monster punched it out of his arm. But all right, going back to your argument though about Chris Carson. So what you're saying is the problem is Chris Carson hasn't had any 100-yard games, right? Whoa, what happened to you? It's gone.
Hello?
Oh, there you are. Okay, remember you're making that argument about Chris Carson having any 100-yard games, right?
Mm-hmm. So Carlos Hyde had a better chance of getting a 100-yard game. I know Chris Carson was out with injuries, and that's the thing. Like, Chris Carson is always out with injuries. And you can't really blame Carlos Hyde. He had I'm pretty sure he had 600 yards. And Carlos Hyde played better than Chris Carson. Since he played less games, but Chris Carson, he didn't have as much running attempts. But Chris Carson, it's just the fact of the matter is Chris Carson needs more 100-yard games, and if he's not going to be able to do that, I'd say we put him on the trading block. I was talking to Squabo. We were like, I think we should go for a Melvin Gordon type player. He cuts up the middle, does all that great stuff. A veteran. And if we can get Trey Sermon in the draft, I think that would be great. Just like if he could play how he did in his Ohio State days. We could be right where the Saints are, right where the Packers are right now. So
well, the thing about the thing about the Chris Carson argument, you're saying they need a few 100-yard games out of him. Well, the thing is, Chris Carson's contract's done. He's going to be shopping around free agency. So at this point now, they're not going to have any more chances to see what he can do. It's either he's going to be either available and they can sign him, or they won't, because I think he's unrestricted free agent. So there's no more kind of trial period. But I do feel like he never got enough carries. Part of it was because of his injuries, but it also felt like they had him on a snap count because it seemed like they were saving him for the playoffs, is what I just feel. Because when he was finally back, they only gave him 15 carries. They didn't really run him that much. So I think they could have, and they really should have in the last game where they lost against the Rams, and they didn't do it there. That was the most puzzling part. Is why didn't they just run him all over the place on that final, knowing that he was done? I mean, it was going to be like you're on the last month of the lease. Why not just use it up? Use up the gas in the tank, because you're gonna have to turn it in anyway. I didn't understand why they didn't do that in that last game. I would have kept going till it really felt like there's nothing left. But Anyway, so here we are. Sorry, back to the game. A 7-yard run by the Bucks. Bucks with the ball now at the 32-yard line, 2nd down and 3 with 7:25 left in the first half. Handoff, stuffed for about a yard, gains make 3rd and 2. Anyway, but your points are well made, and I think the Carson debate, I don't see him coming back the way that they just approached using him. I feel like they're going to look a totally different direction, and maybe some of those guys you're just mentioning might be what ends up coming in to be the next guy. Because I don't feel like we got the guy. I don't think it's Carlos Hyde. I don't think it's Rashad Penny. I don't think it's DJ Dallas. I mean, those are nice depth backs, but I don't think you got your workhorse in any of those guys there, to be honest.
Yep, definitely.
So, no, we'll see. We'll see, man. All right, well, thanks for the call, man. It's always good to chat with you.
All right, thank you, Norb.
Intercepted. It's intercepted by the Saints, deep right side by Williams. And it will be Saints ball. Woo! All right, man. Take it easy. We'll talk to you later. Go Hawks. Wow. It looked like it was just throwing it away because it was so overthrown. And then Williams at the last second was able to get his one. Nope. Never mind. Out of bounds. Only got 1 foot down. She doesn't know how to do the toe drag. Need to drag that right toe. Didn't drag the right toe. So it's going to be 4th down. Buccaneers 4th and 1 coming up with 6.5 remaining. We'll have to make a decision to make here. All right, let's see here. Who shall we talk to now? Let's go to... let's go to Cameron Hughes.
Hello?
Hey, Cameron, how you doing, man? Cameron?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, can hear you.
Yeah, I forgot to plug in my mic.
Oh, yeah, no, we're good. So welcome back to the show. It's good to talk to you. I think, I know I've spoken to you definitely on some of these Madden coaching scenarios. Were you on today? I know I did one yesterday.
No, I wasn't.
Not today. I know you didn't get to everybody today.
Yeah, I was on yesterday.
Yeah, that's
I've actually never been on one of these streams because normally I just watch the games by myself.
Oh. Okay, well now you're watching with me and hundreds of other people, or thousands of other people. So, all right. So, yeah, I guess first question is with this game here, who are you rooting for, Saints or Bucks?
I'm rooting for the Saints.
Yeah, because
I don't want Brady to win another Super Bowl, and I don't want the Buccaneers to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium.
All right, so I'm kind of on the same page with you on that one. Yeah. To me, it's kind of easy pickings. But who do you think is going to come out of it out of the AFC? Do you think it's going to be the Chiefs again? Or do you think the Bills have enough to overcome the Chiefs?
Has there been an update on Mahomes yet?
I've been just watching this, and I haven't heard anyone talking about it. So, last I saw was concussion protocol. So, I guess that there is that possibility that if he doesn't pass that, if they don't have him next week, boy, that's gonna make it really tough. He's kind of the key.
Yeah, I think if Mahomes plays, I think the Chiefs win, and if he doesn't, I think the Bills win.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong case for an MVP, isn't it? If you feel like that one player's there, you're going to win. If they don't, they're going to lose. That's pretty much the definition of an MVP right there. Well, they're going to punt, so Bucks don't want to take the chance deep in their territory to give the Saints easy field position, so they will punt the ball with down 3 points, 13-10, 4th and 1 with 6:39 left in the first half. And do you think out of the NFC, you think it's going to be the let's see this punt goes, because again, nope, not going to break it on this time. This time he's tackled for pretty much where he stands. There's a flag on the play, probably a hold or push in the back. So do you feel like it's whoever gets out of this game, anyone have a chance of beating the Packers in Lambeau?
I don't think the Saints can. I don't see the Saints being an indoor team playing in winning in Lambeau in mid-January. So I think the Packers go all the way
and win the Super Bowl. Or do you think who wins if it's going to be the Chiefs? I guess if we're doing that matchup, if that's the case, who can the Packers beat? Either the Chiefs or the Bills, in your opinion?
I think they can beat the Bills. So because the Packers' weakness on defense is stopping the run, right? So and the Bills don't really run the ball, so
they didn't run it at all. I think they can beat the Bills. Yeah, they didn't run the ball at all, hardly. At least not in the first half of that game. They ran the ball like 3 times in the first half. Yeah. But yeah,
I think the Packers could beat the Bills.
Yeah, that's just I don't know what it is about Lambeau, man. It's just a tough place to win.
Yeah.
We've gotten close. But, all right, here we go. So it's a first down 10, ball at the 9-yard line. Breeze hands off to Kamara. Right side. It's got a little hole, a little crease. Gates about 5 yards. So let's see. What could we talk about? We could talk to death about what Seattle and Russell Wilson and Chris Carson and all offensive coordinators. I'll change the gears here. What is your favorite football movie and why?
That's a really hard one. I have a lot of I like a lot of football movies.
Ooh, pass is complete to number 17 Sanders for a about 13-yard gain. First down, Saints. Okay, well, name one or two. Or
I really like Draft Day. I know a lot of people don't like that movie, but I really like The Draft. So Draft Day is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, I threw out a post on my YouTube community spot where I can just not put a video, just put a post. Say, hey, let's think about doing another movie watching live stream, and threw some ideas out. A lot of people said Draft Day. And I've seen that movie. I have to give you an opinion. Oh, here we go. It's another pass to Sanders again, out to the 40-yard line, and it's going to be another first down with 5:10 left in the first half. Sanders is being the man of this game. What was I going to say? So what I liked about it is I like the football side of things. I like the fact that the Seahawks were featured highly in that game. The movie. What's funny about that is that was like the movie came out the year after we won the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. And in the movie, the Seahawks were so bad that they were people picketing outside the main headquarters to basically fire everybody or fire the head coach. It was funny because obviously we just won the Super Bowl, so it was the exact opposite of what was going on in the movie. So, but the fact that they even had a sort of fictitious version of the Seahawks was fun to watch. But I remember my recollection was cool how they had cameos of actual players in the draft actually in there. But what I didn't like about it is they had this sort of forced love story in there that I just thought, man, we really don't need this in here. It's gonna be a bunch of dudes watch this movie anyway. Just stick with football. Here's a screen pass to the right. Oh, Hill is blown up, loses about 4 yards on the play, 3 or 4 yards. It's gonna be third down and about 13 or 11, third and 11. That was what bugged me about that movie. It's like, we didn't really need that. This is not. What was that movie where Tom Cruise plays a? Where Tom Cruise is a agent. What was that movie? The You Complete Me and all that stuff. What's that show? Jerry Maguire. So that's more of a love story with a football, aspect to it and everything. But Draft Day was really more of a football movie. Just could have kept it that way. Yeah. Not every story needs a love theme. All right, screen pass. Kamara on the right side. A little bit short. He gets about 2 yards short of the line of scrimmage. He's got 9 yards. It'll be 4th and 2. They'll have to. Are they in kicking range here? They're somewhere close to midfield. Let's see what they do here. 3:13 left. Up a field goal. 13-10. Looks like the offense is going back on the field. 4th and 2. I think they're going to go. Yeah, they're going to go for it. You see what they do here first. They might just try to draw him off. They may not actually snap it. 2:53 left. Ball their own 48-yard line. Kind of like this aggressiveness. We'll see if they actually hand it off. A lot of motion going on. Overload on the right side.
Oh, they got him.
I think, though, he didn't cross the line. The right side of the defense flinched, and then the offense then stepped ahead. I think they're going to call a false start. They have that rule, though. Sometimes they'll say that the defense drew the offensive line to jump, but they're not going to call it this way. They're going to say that the offense jumped. But the offensive lineman clearly jumped first, and then they reacted to the jump, which...
Oh, yeah, I was watching the D-line. I wasn't even watching the O-line.
But the offensive line clearly flinched, and then they reacted to that, and now they have to punt.
Oh.
I mean, I just thought you can't do that. I thought you can't jump ahead. But anyway, so draft day. Yep, I wouldn't mind watching it again. I watched it once, and that was it. Fair catch to the 18-yard line. Bucks will get it with 2:28 left, 3 timeouts, down a field goal. All right, man. Well, it's good talking to you. Appreciate it. And I'm sure we'll be connected again with future Madden games and such.
I can't wait.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Go Hawks. All right, somebody was in the chat saying, bring up somebody. Who was it? Somebody to talk to. KCJD in the Discord. Somebody wants me to talk to KCJD. And I believe I have done that before, but why not? Let's bring it in. Let's bring him in. But then you get to call this play first. Brady under center at the 18-yard line. Takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Fournette, who cuts it back to the right side, and he's hit immediately by number 27, Jenkins, for only 3 yards. KCJD, what's up?
Hey, Norb.
Hey, what's up? Who's this? I know you've seen your name before. Remind me your name and where you're from.
Kachi, and I'm from Connecticut.
Kachi from Connecticut. Okay. All right. Brady's going to drop back. He's going to throw, and it's off the hands of Fournette. He looked before he caught the ball, or he ran before he caught the ball and dropped it. 3rd down and 7 coming up. So what do you think? What do you think about the football this weekend, man?
The Browns and Chiefs game was tough. But what I'm really taking out of this is that the Seahawks play calling was so inept. Like these guys are calling some innovative plays, and when I just look at the Seahawks, it's just dull, and it makes me annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. It's they need some creativity. So I think sometimes they get too predictable, and that's why you see them jumping routes and
I don't think coming. Anthony Lynn will bring that to us. So it's...
Yeah, and I think Doug Peterson would if they want that element of it.
Pete is making the call, so right. I don't know.
Of course, it's not about all the trick plays and all that stuff, because obviously, the bread and butter is going to be how they can balance this offense and get things working on a regular schedule, and having things just work, the way it's got to work in terms of, just balancing the run, getting Russell to run more, keeping the team on schedule. I mean, those are the things. Obviously, trick plays aren't going to solve the team. I understand that. But it's also just the fact that we need just a more balanced attack. We have to run more. We've got to throw efficiently. We got to need an intermediate passing game. We got to keep the tempo going up tempo, all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit of all those things, and we'll see. Pete Carroll's not really that much of a gimmicky guy, so I feel like it's no matter what, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch to try to get him to really call a lot of trick plays like that. That's just not really his thing. But
I think there's a good chance of the Bills going to the Super Bowl, because I just saw that Pat Mahomes, they don't know yet. It's up to the medical staff, and it takes 7 to 10 days to know for sure if they're going to be available. So.
Right. Well, that would be a blow for sure to KC. And I didn't see the hit. I don't even know what it looked like because I wasn't watching the game. I just read the update that he was out. So, you know, that we'll have to see.
And the Buccaneers, watching the game, they've emphasized getting the run going, which is good, and then they can open up the passing game. Right.
I think that's important for every team. I don't think any team can just exist solely, although the Bills were doing pretty good at it, where you don't run the ball at all and just throw. All right, here he goes, Brady on 3rd and 7. He throws it, dumps it to Fournette. He's going to get the first down. Oh, he's going to be close, but I think he got it. He did get it. That's good for a Bucs first down. He gets knocked out of bounds with 1:52 left. They still got all 3 of their timeouts, so they have a chance here to get down the field. He just does the check down. See, this is the kind of stuff. See, like this little check down stuff is so simple, and we don't do enough of it. We started to do some of it in the latter half of the season, but I think there's just so much where you have the running back. It's throw down the middle to Godwin for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up with $1:41 left in the first half.
So what I emphasized is we need a back that can come out of the backfield. Like Chris Carson, he's a great back, but he's not really a receiving back.
Well, you know what? Hold on a second. Before you make that point. Now here's Fournette sprinting down the left side, gets a first down and more across the midfield stripe into Saints territory. They got a drive going on here. Do you remember the first half of the year when Russ was cooking? Do you remember one of his favorite targets who was catching touchdowns in the end zone?
DJ Dallas.
That's not DK Metcalf. No, Chris Carson. Chris Carson caught what a throw. No, incomplete. Intended for Godwin. Incomplete. Chris Carson caught a ball, touchdown in the Falcons game. He caught one, I think, in the Cowboys game. And I don't remember how many more. It seemed like the last time where I felt like it stopped was the near pick 6 where DK had to chase down what's his name? Buda Baker. Do you remember that was an intended pass for Chris Carson? Should have been a touchdown, and Russ just sort of floated it out there, and it got picked off by Buda Baker. Easy touchdown. Ever since that point, it felt like he stopped throwing the ball to Chris Carson in the end zone. Prior to that, he had hit him at least 2 or 3 times. Tom Brady throws. Saying that Chris Carson. Sorry, it was Leonard Fournette gets a 7-yard catch and run, and there's a little swinging and extracurricular activities after that point. 3rd and 2. I think they call it timeout. People are saying
that Chris Carson wants to come back. I think he wants to come back, but we didn't give him enough touches, so I don't know.
Where did you hear that people say he wants to come back? 'Cause last I heard is he unfollowed the Seahawks social media and Russell Wilson's social media accounts. That's the last I heard about Chris Carson. But
he unfollowed.
Mm-hmm. And then
he's probably not coming back.
But again, that was before Schottenheimer got fired also. So maybe if he feels like he hears Coach Carroll saying, hey, we want to run it more, and let's say it was Schottenheimer who didn't want to run it, maybe his issue was Schottenheimer. So maybe if that's the play there, maybe they go, okay, well, if Schottenheimer was the issue because he wanted to throw it and the coach wanted to run it, but they kept fighting over that, and that's why he didn't get as many touches. Maybe if they say, and here's a run, Fournette up the middle, gets 5 for a first down with 49 seconds left.
An idea I have been thinking of, people might think that it's crazy, but I think we should trade Tyler Lockett for Odell Beckham, because you see that his trade value has gone down because the Browns have been doing better without him. So I think Odell Beckham will bring more to our team.
Wow, Odell Beckham. Then we can have two drama queens on the sideline.
And Odell Beckham on the sideline, that might get crazy. But
so we're going to have 2 guys pouting on the sideline. That would be fun. Maybe 2 wrongs will make a right, you know? They always say 2 negatives make a positive. Or you could have just 2 negatives. Pass is complete and out of bounds after getting about 8 to the right sideline.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Odell Beckham Jr., not sure about that. You know, it's funny. Antonio Brown remember how all those hubbub about Antonio Brown? And he did end up with the Bucks. Yeah. And I don't know if there he is. I haven't seen his name called yet once. He hasn't been a problem. He's been less of an issue than DK has in terms of drama on the sideline. But, oh, wait, was that Brown? Oh, maybe that was Brown who made that catch. I didn't even see who made that catch. That was Brown. I'm sorry. That was finally saw his name called.
Yeah.
False start, so marching back 5 yards. I'm getting some, I want to pop up a little surprise video here for you guys to watch during this halftime here.
Someone in the chat said Penny is our best all-around back. He is, but we can't, I don't know if Pete Carroll wants to feature him.
Well, you know who was a great all-around back too was CJ Procise. He was really good, but he was only available for 2 games. That's incomplete. Intended for Gronk. 2nd down and 15 with 24 seconds left. That's my problem is Rashad Penny's turning into CJ Procise right now until they can prove otherwise.
I think we need to feature our tight ends more in the play action because
I agree.
Russell Wilson is a little bit smaller, so giving it to our tight ends might be beneficial for him because it might be harder to throw it downfield.
Right.
Even though he has a great deep ball.
And, it's one of those things where here's a deep pass. Oh, my God, he got it. Oh, he dropped it. Godwin had a touchdown deep in the middle of the end zone, had it, and dropped it. Couldn't haul it in.
So what I tell people a lot is that this Buccaneers offense is run the ball and then try to open up the deep passing game. That's where it went wrong with Jameis Winston because they didn't feature the play action. And I think Jameis Winston is a good QB. And I think it wasn't his accuracy, it was his decision making. And I'm glad that there have been reports that they want Jameis Winston back for 2021.
Right, I've heard that too. Yeah, that guy throws as many touchdowns as he does interceptions. Is the only problem there.
I still think he's a good QB though.
He can definitely throw the ball. He just has too many turnovers is his problem.
I think he's worked on it.
Woo! Man, that should have been a touchdown. Just could not came it in.
What time is it in Washington?
It's currently 5:12 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Where are you at?
I'm 3 hours ahead, 8:13.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I live around New York. That's where Connecticut is.
I gotcha. All right. Well, we'll see. At the running back position, definitely.
I've heard reports that Chris Carson is going to come back, but I hope he does.
Where did you hear that? I'm just curious.
I look articles about Chris Carson, and it looks like so. But if we give Chris Carson a lot of money, then we're going to have to give up like KJ Wright, which I don't want to do. So I don't know. There's a lot of conflicting.
Well, the question is, how much is too much money? How much is too much money?
Over $10 million. That's what they think.
I see people, Bryant Santos saying, trade Russ for Watson.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to get rid of Russ at this point here. I still
think
he's
has a no trade clause, both of them.
Right. But Watson wants out, so that's the thing. Maybe. Pass is complete, but he's going to be short. They're going to have to sell for a field goal with 3 seconds left. They'll call timeout right here, 4th and 5. They'll try to tie the ball game up. Good game right here, 13-10 with a game time field goal on the line right here.
Someone in chat named BJ, he says he wants to go next.
Okay, BJ, one of the latest members of the NORBFAM right there. All right, we'll wrap up this here. Let's see this final kick with 3 seconds. Thanks for the call, man. It's good to chat with you, KCJD. What is KCJD anyway?
No, it's just a nickname.
Just a nickname. All right. Well, I appreciate you jumping on here, man. Have a good rest of the day. Enjoy the game. Go Hawks.
Back on, boys. Go Hawks.
All right, we're going to listen to this here and see what we got. Kick is good, and we've got a tie game. 13-all. Pretty good low-scoring affair here in New Orleans. It is halftime. So, all right, so before I go to this, I have a little treat for you guys. Some of you may or may not have seen some of my past videos, but it was mentioned it earlier. So, since the Seahawks are not in the playoffs anymore, I thought I'd bring up this old memory from the past. Take a little trip down memory lane where the Seahawks at one point got to battle the Packers in one of the most memorable games in Seahawks history. So take a trip back memory lane to the 2014 season at CenturyLink Field and enjoy this little clip. Check it out.
Protect. He's got it!
Oh, yes. Such good memories of a time. Someday we'll be back to that experience. Yeah, crowds in the no mask. DK Norbert goes no masks. Crowds in the stands. People all hugging, high-fiving, getting up in each other's face, breathing in their droplets. Oh, it was good times. It's good times. I don't know if we'll get back to that level, but it's still possible, man. It's still possible. All right, let's continue to talk to some of you guys out there. Let's see who BJ wanted to talk. Let's get BJ on here. BJ, you're on the show, man. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, BJ, what's going on?
Good. Nothing's going on really right now.
Did you see that little clip? I don't know if you could see that little clip that I had. Bring back some
I remember
memories.
Watching that. Yeah, that was my first video I ever watched from your channel. That's what got it started for me to follow you.
There you go. Wow, it's a little walk down memory lane. Was fun. That's the great thing about these things is that whatever happens, you know, the losses that you'll have and the ups and downs from that point is that when you do have those great memories, you get to keep those. And no matter what happens, even if we don't ever go back to another Super Bowl for another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, we'll still have the memories of that game, the memories of Super Bowl 48, NFC Championship 13, NFC Championship 14, and the great game that was Super Bowl 49 up until the end. that really was one of the best Super Bowls ever until the end. So great memories and so many more in between that. So that's what's so fun about football, man. Even if you don't win at all, you still have great memories and games that you get to hang on to, and every single one is still a good one. Just like the Jets, man, when they won that first game of the season, yeah, they might have lost their number one pick in the process, but they still got to enjoy that first big win, it's not all just about the Lombardi. There are things that are exciting that we as fans got to appreciate, because not everyone's going to win the Super Bowl, right? Only one team gets to win it, and that doesn't mean the rest of every other team's journey was wasted or had nothing good. That I think a lot of people go, "Oh man, that was a terrible season. I hated it. Horrible. We didn't get Super Bowl." But there's still a lot of good things. So
yeah.
Anyway, what's on your mind today, man?
Yeah, well, do you think that we should re-sign KJ? I mean, because, we did draft Jordan Brooks in the first round, and I don't know why you would draft a position that you don't need in the first round to just have him as a backup. And, I mean, he played really good this year for, the snaps that he's had played. And, KJ does have a kind of a big contract, and he is getting a little bit slower as time goes on. And, I think Jordan Brooks is ready to be the starter, because first of all, he's on a cheap contract than KJ. We would have to sign him for a bit of expensive contract. And I don't know why you would do that when you have a perfectly good linebacker on the sidelines waiting to get his sign.
Well, and I don't know, why would you have to decide between the two? I mean, I thought the three of them, Wagner, KJ, and Brooks, played great together. And I thought KJ had one of his best seasons this past year. I think he actually did earn himself another opportunity to play again. He was really good. He was, I thought, a standout as the position.
He had a really good year this year, yeah.
So I still feel like, again, it all comes down to the money, because the challenge they have this year is the salary cap is going to be less. It's actually going to shrink, and then instead of the usual increase every year, it always goes up a certain amount. This year, it looks like it's going to go down because of the off year with no crowds and all that kind of stuff. The league, didn't make as much money, so they're talking about shrinking the cap. So that's going to make it tougher for people who are already stretched to the cap. When you're already over the edge of your budget, and then the budget gets squeezed, there's not a lot of extra room to make room. You got to actually find cost to cut. So that's going to be the hard part, is all these guys who are going to be free agents next year. And somebody's going to not be able to go. There's going to be somebody who's going to be let go, who will be disappointed in. Could be that Shaquille Griffin. He's one of those guys. That we've got to make a decision on. There's a few others that come to mind, but yeah, KJ, I feel like he's one of the guys I'd like to see him stay. Personally, I've had a chance to hang out with him in person, I like him, and I still think he earned it, not just because I think my feelings about him as a player. I just thought he really did play and earned another chance, at least another year, at the right price, of course, which I don't think he would cost that much, because he's not in a high price position. So
yeah.
I'm talking about.
Also, I have another question.
Yeah.
Do you think Pete has too much power? He's kind of the top dog. He has more power than John Snyder. And, Judy Allen, she's a great owner, but I don't think she's as involved as Paul Allen was, when he was alive. And I think that gives Pete a bit, he's the top dog and controls the daily operations and the yearly operations. Do you think that some of his power should be spread around, because he has a lot of power, to be honest, because he has more power than John Snyder, and Judy Allen isn't really a part of the daily or yearly operations. And I would think that Paul Allen would have been to Pete, so Pete, what are we going to do next year? What are we going to fix? How are we going to fix this and that? Do you think that he should be given a little bit less power?
Yeah, so it's actually Jody Allen. I think you said Judy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Jody Allen. That's all right. I'm sure she's not offended. I think it's actually a good situation that the owner is not involved I don't think Paul Allen was much involved in day-to-day operations. I know he normally would sit in the draft room and probably talk to the guys, but I don't think he's not like Jerry Jones trying to, insert himself into the situation. So I think it's actually good that he lets the powers that be, run things, let the experts handle the decisions. Now, as far as the balance, Pete Carroll does as the head coach and should have the most power. I mean, he basically has to work in tandem with John Schneider, and they seem to always have a good balance between what what they feel the team needs to be constructed. And then as the coach, he's got to coordinate with the coordinators and then his running back or his quarterback and all the other positions and try to figure out the right balance. I don't think it's a problem with I don't think it's a problem with the power. I just think it's more of, that Pete Carroll keeps his mind open to getting someone who will, even if the coordinator does want to run some things that aren't exactly necessarily what he's used to, that he keeps an open mind to the possibilities of doing things a little bit differently. And I feel like they did that in the beginning of the year. That's where the whole Russ Cook is not really Pete Carroll's style. And it worked for the first, almost half a season. And I don't think it was a flaw that they shouldn't have done that. Obviously, that was working for a reason. But the problem is, like in any situation in football, you start out with your identity or your kind of what you're doing. And then eventually the rest of the league starts to see it. They get tape on it and they go, how do we stop this guy? DK is unstoppable. Russell Wilson's MVP, clearly, arguably the number one candidate for MVP. And then he runs into a little bit of trouble. He runs to the Arizona Cardinals. They're like, oh, look at that. You know what? If we blitz him aggressively, but we disguise the blitz, I don't think he can handle that very well because he threw a lot of interceptions, got sacked and fumbled a lot. Well, Arizona did that. And then the Bills did that to us. And then who else? The Rams were able to do that to us. And we had a stretch there where it seemed like they all started to see the formula, how to shut down the let Russ cook scenario. And at that point, that's when they all got to come together and go, hey, guys, so we seem to have come to an issue here. What we were doing at the beginning of the year is not quite working for whatever reason. We've got to counter that with something because they've found a counterpunch to our uppercut or whatever. And they never quite got able to respond offensively. I think what did work out is they saw the problems with the defensive side and they responded by getting Carlos Dunlap. They got Jamal Adams back and they found their answer with trying to, with the defense, which really was getting pressure in the front four. So while at the same time, the defense was starting to bring the points down of the opponent, the offensive scoring points also went down too. But we were doing enough to still win games. But the offensive, explosions that we'd seen in the beginning just still weren't happening. And I think that was really what doomed them is they never really got that, answer to what we need to do to try to counter these teams, particularly teams like the Rams with a really good, front four, how to deal with the pass rush. And so why is that? I don't know. I don't know what exactly it is that went wrong for Seattle, but I have some speculations. I feel like we should have run the ball more. All these things that you do to try to limit the pass rush. There are things you can kind of do against that. So Seattle just never quite got it going. It was a bad matchup to go against Los Angeles. It was just a tough deal, man, to go against those guys who knew us so well and had their way, defensively for the most part, throughout the season. So, that was kind of the tough challenge about the way the season went. They just never seemed to quite adjust. Like the defense was able to make adjustments, the offense didn't. And I think now they're making that adjustment. It seems like they disagreed on how to adjust, and so hopefully Pete Carroll gets a coordinator who can do what he wants identity-wise, but also not limit it to where you're not allowing the potential for other, other plays, whether it be a little bit of razzle dazzle here and there, a little bit of more pass. I just do think you got to have a running game. This you got to have a good defense, you have a good running game. That part I agree with you. Agree on, but I don't think it has to be a conservative one. And I think it could be one that can be opened up and go up tempo. So little things like that is what I'm hoping they'll be able to do. So there you go, man.
Yeah.
And we're back to the second half of the game here. Kickoff, Bucks going right to left, kick into the Saints, who will take it. Actually, it'll be a touchback. So Saints to start off the second half, basically a tie ball game. So it's going to come down to a 2-quarter game. Second half, all even, to see who goes to take on the Packers next week. All right, so your last thought, man, before I switch it up here.
Seahawks for life is asking to be picked next.
Oh, all right. Well, let me see what I can do here. Thanks for talking, man. I appreciate it. Later, BJ. All right. Seahawks for life. We haven't spoken yet today, so I'll bring you in. Seahawks for life. You are on. Let me get this play call in here first. Saints with the first ball. They're going to throw. Throws to the right side. Alvin Kamara for 7 yards. Second down and 3 coming up here. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Norb, can we talk about Madden?
Can we talk about what? Madden. Oh, sure. What do you want to talk about?
So I've been playing Madden since Madden 15.
Okay.
And I'm the most experienced guy out there that is good for the offense.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a very strong claim. He's been doing this for 6 years, since Madden 2015. And by the way, a first down run here on the left side for the Saints. That's good for a first down. All right. So you've got the credentials. I've had you call games for me, haven't I?
Yeah, I tried to do it yesterday, but I accidentally clicked off. So.
Oh, okay. But didn't we do one before? Or have I never had you on as a coach?
No, you've never had me
I
on,
really?
so.
I swear I thought I had. Maybe it was on a different stream I had you on here. So are you trying to lobby for your case to get an opportunity to coach in an upcoming game? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, but I also want to talk some other things about this game.
About Madden or about this football game?
About football and
the
about the untold story about the botched onside kick.
The botched onside kick. All right, let's talk about it. All right, so first of all, hold on a second. So I got an 8-yard run by Alvin Kamara, 2nd and 2, ball at the 44.5-yard line. Snap, Breeze, hands off Kamara again. This time, got about a yard or so. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. All right, so what do you want to talk about? What botched onside kick?
So our 2014 NFC Championship game.
Oh yeah, the one I was just playing the clip from, where we had to get the onside kick in order to have a chance to win the game, and we got it. Brian Bostic.
So as soon as Brandon Bostic came in, was the guy who botched the onside kick.
Right, because his job was to block the receiver and let Jordy Nelson catch the ball.
Right. And the moment when he kicks the ball, he didn't know what to do, so he was just like, do I get the ball? Do I do not? So
yeah, he kind of
made a choice.
Right, he did a DK Metcalf and it bounced off his face mask.
Yeah, and it was the
first down Saints, by the way.
His darkest moment in his life.
I'm sure it was. I think
which is kind of sad because you're like,
Alvin Kamara, 17, 18 yards down to the 34-yard line. Another first down for the Saints. Wow, big run. See, this is what teams in the playoffs got to do. You got to be able to give it to your workhorse running back and rip 10 yards here and there, because then it's going to open up the passing game down the line.
Also go for it.
It's been Chris Carson, man. All right, so sorry, I keep saying Brian Bostic. Brandon Bostic, yes, and I believe he wasn't he released by the Packers shortly thereafter? I don't know if I ever worked with them.
2015, yeah, played with the Minnesota Vikings.
Kamara again breaks the tackle and gets 6. Oh, he went to Minnesota after that?
Yeah, and then went to the Jets, and his career was done.
Okay, so at least he got to play a little bit. So, all right. So where are you going with this story? Why do you bring up this play particularly and Brandon?
Because because you know I've heard of Brandon. I've heard of how hard it was for him when bought it, because he was in depressed mode, and when they when it happened, when they went to go to the airplanes to fly back, and Brandon had thoughts in his mind because the coach didn't say anything.
Okay, so real quick here, pass down the middle to Montgomery for another first down to the 16-yard line of the Bucs. Inside 10 minutes, in scoring range in the red zone. Breeze is going to drop back. He's going to throw again. Throws, crossing route, complete, or is it? Might be incomplete to Thomas. Incomplete pass. All right, so he's on the plane. No one's talking to him. His dark spots.
Mike McCarthy they're in this Uber driver. They're just side by side looking at each other, and Mike doesn't even talk to him, and like.
You mean they were sharing an Uber? They were Uber driving in a car together? You mean somehow Mike McCarthy and Brandon Bostic ended up in the same Uber? I thought they take buses.
Yeah, they were beside each other, and they were like, and Brandon was like, "Damn, you didn't say nothing," because he didn't say nothing. Mike didn't say nothing about it, and then cleaned out, and then he just had a locker. It's kind of disrespectful to say that, but what he did say was, "Are you gonna keep me around?" And he said, "I like your potential. Maybe we can keep you around." So
but he didn't.
Were frankly interesting.
Okay, but they didn't. So then he was released by the Packers shortly thereafter, and then went on to play with the you said Vikings and then the Jets.
Yeah.
So what's your theme? I'm just kind of figure. What's the theme of the story? What is your point on the analogy? Are you trying to make an editorial commentary about the coach?
I'm just trying to describe people from the point side of Brandon's view as to what thinks Seattle Seahawks or the Packers fans think.
In regards to Brandon Bostic, who was essentially the cause of losing that game.
Yeah.
In 2014. I got you. Well, I think. There's the play that they're showing on the commercial, the pick six from. The near pick six where DK chasing down what's his name, Buda Baker. There will be future games where people who are going to lose games, just like 2 weeks later, right? Russell Wilson throws the ball 1 yard line, that whole thing, and then whose fault is it? Is it Jermaine Kearse for not getting the block? Is it Ricardo Lockett for not attacking the ball with his hands and going this way with it? Was it Russell Wilson for throwing the pass the way through it? Was it Darrell Bevel for calling the play? Was it
Jermaine Kearse not rolling in after the amazing catch?
Yeah, well, yeah, that would have been great if he could have just rolled in. That would have been awesome. But yeah, he did have to get up. Anyway, so yep, that's gonna happen. And I guess the question is, I guess if anybody in future situations, it could be me with my kid, my girls. They might do a thing which is going to. Oh, is that a touchdown? Touchdown, Saints to Smith in the right corner. They're going to go up here by 7 or 6 points with the extra point to come. What a throw. Drew Brees to the right corner. What a throw, man. Woo. Touchdown, Saints. Anyway, my point, I guess to wrap up to your point is everybody's going to make mistakes, and some are going to be in the brightest of spotlights to where, you're going to have a really disappointing moment. And I guess the only thing you can do is you're going to all be upset about it. But, how we handle it is going to be determined, by what we do with somebody, whether it's somebody you care about, a teammate, or it could be your friend, or it could be your kids. We all have to deal with that in the future. So,
yeah. When I cried and ran into my room on that pick.
Oh yeah.
It was definitely the wrong.
Oh yeah.
Heart.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, man. Well, I'm going to try to mix things up here, get some other people to talk in. Appreciate you being on the show.
Appreciate you. I'll probably see you in Madden Simulation soon.
Okay, all right. I mean, you a guy who's been playing Madden since 2015, self-proclaimed expert in the game, wants to prove himself as a coach. I'll give you that opportunity the next time we do it. All right, man. Good to talk to you, man.
See ya.
Go Hawks. All right, let's see. Who should we go with next here? I mean, I think I've spoken to everybody at least once. Oh, no, we haven't. I haven't spoken to the captain yet. At least not today. Oh, Captain, my captain. What's up?
Hey, Norb, what's up?
Not much, man. Just watching the game, enjoying this Saints score here to go up by 7, 20-13. Since, as you guys know, I am rooting for the Saints in this game. So, yeah, what's up with you, man? What you got? What's on your mind?
I think the Saints will beat the Buccaneers.
Well, it's looking like it right now. That's what my hope. We got the home field advantage.
Yeah, I hope the Saints win.
If they don't do any stupid interceptions, they should win this game. But their only touchdown right now is because they turned it over on near pick 6. So they just got to not do those mistakes. But
yeah, I don't want Tom Brady to win another Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And so, who do you want to win the Super Bowl?
I think I want the Saints to win because I want Drew Brees to win the Super Bowl before he retires.
Yeah. That was my whole thing too. Run to Leonard Fournette for about 3 yards on the right side. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Yep. So, and you think next week, Chiefs versus the Bills? That's gonna be a good one. The two best. It's really kind of if it all works out, it will be the two number 1 and number 2 seeds battling each other out. If the Saints do pull this out, it'll be 1 versus 2, and the AFC 1 versus 2 as well. So it's fitting. But Bills, who do you think? Bills and Chiefs?
I think if Mahomes plays versus the Bills, then I think the Chiefs will win. But if he's out, then I think the Bills will win.
Right. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus so far. Leonard Fournette on a little swing pass to the right, just enough for 1st down, 1st and 10. Brady and the Bucks, the Brady Bunch. And what are your thoughts on the Seahawks next year? What do they need to do to get this team back into the Super Bowl hunt?
I think our offense needs to play better next season.
How? 3-yard game.
I think we need to hire a good offensive coordinator. I think we should hire Doug Peterson because he won the Super Bowl with the Eagles and he made the Philly special.
Right. Yeah, I brought the same point up as well, and he's from the Northwest too, on that side as well. But yeah, he did do the Philly special. He does have some creativity there. It's gonna be interesting to see how quickly they'll make a decision on it. They've already interviewed or at least talked to the two of them, Anthony Lynn and Doug Peterson. More names to come. It'll be very. I have this feeling that seems too obvious. Screen pass on the left side, 1 yard gain only. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5. The fact that it seems too obvious that it's going to be Anthony Lynn and Doug Peterson, something tells me it's going to be something, not either of those guys. It'll be some other name that we go, who? Who's that guy? But we'll see. It's just like this hunch that they're going to surprise us, just like they do in the draft. It's like we always think they should do this. This logic suggests they should do this, and then they do something completely baffling. But we will see. We'll see.
Hey, Norb, I have a question for you.
Yep.
Do you think we should draft a running back?
Well, I guess the first question is there any chance that Chris Carson comes back and they make him that guy? Oh, it's intercepted on 3rd and 5 at the 47-yard line. Number 22 of the Saints gets in there with the pick. Oh, never mind. It is off the ground. Never mind. It was off the ground. It was off the ground. So it'll be 4th down. And I think the Bucs will have to punt anyway. It was a bad throw. Intended, I think, for Godwin. It wasn't even close. Uh-oh, we got an injury down here. The guy who actually made the interception is down still on the ground. Gardner Johnson on the ground. So, as far as should Seattle draft a running back? Well, if Chris Carson is not coming back, then I think they have to, because I don't think we got our number 1 back in the backfield right now. So if Chris Carson comes back, I think they do, but they got to use him better. And then they got to continue to have, the 3-headed committee that back there, because Chris Carson probably won't last the whole season, but he's still better than the other guys behind him, in my opinion. Carlos Hyde had a good, season. I still don't think he's as good as Chris Carson. So that's my feel. All right, man. I'm going to go to some other callers. Appreciate being on here. Enjoy the rest of the game. Let's go to Dominic B. 2021. Always throws me off because he's got a Washington football team logo on his thing, but he's a Seahawks fan. What's up, Dominic?
Hey, Norb. How you doing, buddy?
Doing just fine. How about you?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
All right. Well, yeah, I saw you in the chat. You were asking me to pick you. So, Dominic, you're picked. What's on your mind?
Nothing much, really. I mean, I heard that the Florida Panthers are beating the Chicago Blackhawks right now in a hockey game 2-1.
Okay. Well, I don't really give a rat's you-know-what about hockey right now. So, I could care less. I'll be interested in hockey once the Seattle gets the Kraken in here. But, okay. That's nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't even recognize his name.
Anyway, the Drew Brees threw the corner and threw the touchdown to one of his players on the right corner. That was pretty good. I don't think he got 1 foot down, though.
I don't know. I think he had toe tapped it. I think he had that slight little toe tap on the other foot. It was close, but he was. I thought it was good. I mean, they reviewed it. Stood. I think that was a decent call.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I kind of feel bad for Seattle losing because I did pick them to win, but they tried against the Rams. Wouldn't you agree?
That we tried against you're talking about the Seahawks tried against the Rams?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Tried to run the ball?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they did. I'm going to pull up the stats on that game. Let me just make sure I'm backing up my numbers. I felt like they didn't run enough, that they should have run the ball more to Chris Carson. Let's go.
Yeah, Chris Carson. I forgot about him.
Forgot about him? How can you forget about him? I think the problem was that Pete Carroll and Schottenheimer forgot about him too. That was the problem. Let's see. Let me just pull up. Let me just pull up this game.
Step up, punting the ball, and they're gonna.
Rack and Pina's gonna kick. Now I want to pull up the numbers from that game. The game summary here. So fair catch the 14-yard line.
NASCAR is back with the Daytona 500 on February 14th. I'm actually gonna watch that. I'm a big NASCAR fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Sport I really don't give a rat's something about. Sorry, man.
No worries, man. No. You're finding something, man. No worries. I understand.
But hey, man, that's more power to you, man. Hey, so I'm just going to bring up this point here. Chris Carson had in the game the 30-20 loss to the Rams in the wild card. This was the stat line for Chris Carson. 16 carries, 77 yards, 4.8 average, along with 14. They didn't use him enough. He had a 4.8 average the entire season, and he had a 4.8 average in that game. You don't give if a guy's giving you 4.8 yards per carry, why are you only feeding him the ball 16 times? He should have gotten at least 20 carries. I looked like to see him get 25 carries in that game. It wasn't like they were behind early, like fell behind 17 and nothing, had to abandon the run game. They were tight through the entire game. So, yeah, did they fit? Look, Cam Akers, 28 carries, 131 yards, 4.7 yard average. You know how Cam Akers was tearing us apart in that game, right? And he only had 4.7 yards per carry. Chris Carson had 4.8, but they gave it to him 12 more times than us. That gave our own thoroughbred running back. Now you tell me that's a dedication to the run? I don't think so. So that was F up number one.
But
on the
let me
Seattle
say
offense.
this. Let me say this to you. I was on Coach's Corner with Coach Bill Marsh before this game talking about Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and I talked pretty well with him about before the game. Not gonna lie to you, but
Yeah, I don't remember the points you made, but hold on, 3rd and 8, ball at the 18-yard line, Breeze in the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 right, snap. It's gonna throw left side, it's got a man, it's deflected. Nice play to number 23, incomplete, but there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, I wonder what the flag is for.
Hands to the face. Illegal hold. Oh, he did grab him. Holding right there out of his break. That's why he wasn't open, because he grabbed his jersey. Holding. 5-yard penalty. That'll be an automatic first down. All right, so what was your point? What was your point then? What did you say in the Coach's Corner show? What were you... You were saying that the Seahawks did try to run.
Basically,
I argue they didn't. What were you saying?
Well, I had a question for the coach, and the question was, do you think Seattle could step up their offense a little bit in order to beat the Saints? That's my question, and I forgot what he said about my question. I kind of forgot.
Well, the problem is we never got past the other game that we needed to in order to have a chance to step up against the Saints. We got to look past a little bit, and unfortunately didn't get past that game, which we would have been playing right here if we had gone into it. I think Seattle would have had a better matchup. I think the worst matchup was going against the Rams. That was sadly the situation that we had to face the Rams early, because I feel like we would have matched up better against the Saints than the Rams in that first round. Sadly, we got that draw. Would have loved to have faced Chicago or something, or Arizona if we could have pulled that one up. But the Rams out of the first round was just a bad matchup, because they were everything that we're bad at. They exploit everything that we're bad at. 8-yard gain, third down and 2 coming up here with about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Anyway, so we never really got to talk about that game, because now the season's over and we get to face the Saints. But I think we would have had a better chance had we had won that game. Definitely. And again, I think we'd stuck to the run. I think we could have had some numbers like what Cam Akers did, because again, the numbers don't lie. 16 carries, 77 yards, 4.8 average. Cam Akers, 28 carries, 131. What?
Call this play for you, the next one?
You want to call the next play? Okay, go for it.
I think it was a fumble.
It looks like a fumble.
Tampa Bay recovered.
And he's running down the right sideline. Oh my goodness, if this is still a completed catch with a fumble, that's going to be a huge turn of events for Tampa Bay. Like I said, the only way Tampa Bay is going to win this game is going to Saints stop shooting themselves in the foot with stupid turnovers. The hell?
Yeah, exactly.
What's wrong with these guys?
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to let you mix it up. I'll talk to you later.
Right, sounds good. All right, go Hawks. All right. Mr. Patman, we have not spoken yet. Let's get Mr. Patman in here. Let's see, what are they saying on the broadcast? It is a turnover again, and the turnovers have all been by the Saints, giving the
Hey.
Buccaneers. Too many opportunities. All right, so Mr. Patman, what's up? What do you got?
Not so much. I just want Drew Brees to win another Super Bowl. He's just very humble, and I think he deserves it.
I agree. He doesn't bug me. He's a very humble guy. You know, he doesn't showboat. He's just does his job, breaking records, but he doesn't make a big deal out of it. He's a family guy, good to his community. Yeah, I like to see him win one. He only won one. After all that, he's only won one. It's completed to 84 to the 25-yard line to the 22, out of bounds. That's a first down for the Bucs. A chance to tie this game up. Man, this is a good game. This is the best.
Cameron Brate was wide open.
He was wide open. Had a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. These guys, you see these quarterbacks standing in there for hours. They could be back there cooking a barbecue, grilling up some steak back there with so much time.
Yeah.
We need some time like this. All right, so Brady under center this time at the 21-yard line. Motion, Gronk to the left side. Snap. He's going to hand off, run up the middle. It's 27. Jones. He's got a first down. Nice run in there.
Yeah, we need runs like those more.
We could have had runs like that.
Like this.
You have to give your running back carries, though.
Yeah.
I'll keep saying that. I didn't even realize, I hadn't even looked at the box score until today to really study how many yards per carry and the number of carries and the yards. That makes me more mad the more I see that. That Chris Carson had a better yards per carry average than Cam Akers, but he had nearly half the carries. What do these guys not understand about committing to the run? When I run the football in Madden, I run the ball. Chris Carson gets a lot of carries. Unless I bring you guys as coaches in. As soon as I start bringing you guys in, we got like Nick LeBeau, Air Nick, throwing every play, his verticals, and the run game kind of disappears when I start getting you guys in there.
Yeah.
Because it's so much more fun to throw the ball. But I like the run game. And here's a run game to Jones up to the 5-yard line, 7-yard line. 6-yard line, second down and 5. They can get a first down without scoring because the first down marker is at the 1. Brady in the gun, 2 receivers left.
Bend but not break here.
Brady takes the shotgun snap, looks right. Nope. He's going to shuffle, moves to the left. Intended for Brate, I think. Incomplete. 3rd and 5. Boy, this is a crucial play right here for the Bucs. Take advantage of this turnover opportunity. Good coverage. Oh, he was trying to get a little comeback to Brate, but he just couldn't get out of his break. Brate couldn't get out of the break. Or he was trying to hit the receiver in the back corner, in the back of the end zone. All right, let's call this one last here because this is going to decide. Are they going to be going for a field goal or getting the touchdown right here? This is the play of the game so far. Trips to the left, one to the right. That would be Gronk. No, Brady's looking, throws crossing, touchdown. Leonard Fournette to the running back. Catches at the 1 and falls into the end zone. And this could be a tie ball game right here because of the turnover.
If they kick, see if they can make this.
Oh, the tight end right now, Brady 7 of the Saints, burying his face in the towel, frustrated with himself. We just talked about that, about the guy who's the, cause of the team, makes a bad play, and he almost dropped that ball, by the way. Low throw down by his knees. He was able to haul it in. But it's only a tie game, so they got to get back on the field and do it again. So far, it's been the turnovers that killed them.
Let's not turn the ball over and just score.
2:22 left in the 3rd quarter. Ball in the center of the field. Extra point, snap, hold, kick is down the middle. Good. And it's a tie ball game, 20-20. Good game here. Very good game here. All right, so what's on your mind?
Well, I'm still a bit mad about the Seahawks game. I think we could have won that if we just try to keep them on their knees, try to trick play on them. Like maybe I don't know. We just gotta keep all defenses on their heels Probably we just gotta let's go back to a run-heavy offense.
Well, that's what Pete Carroll was saying to do, and I wonder if in that game when Pete Carroll came back day before they fired Schottenheimer, he said that they're going to go back to running the ball, not just running it better, but running it more. To me, I don't disagree with that. A lot of people had a negative reaction to that, but if what he's saying would have been translation, if I had it my way, I would have given Chris Carson 25 carries. Well, then I am all with that. I think he should have had 25 carries, and Russ should have thrown the ball instead of 11 to 27 times. He might have only had to throw it, 22 times, and he might have been 15 of 22 instead of 11 to 27 if Chris Carson had run the ball 25 carries for 120 yards. I think it would have changed that game entirely.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's 5 because that's 5 sacks. Wilson gave up 5 sacks amounting to 32 yards in that game. And that I don't understand either. Is when you know I got a team against the Rams who sack the heck out of you, have been doing it for years, why would you put yourself in a position where you have to wait for long developing routes down the field instead of something quicker? Or, like I said, run the ball. Anyway.
We need to get like a halfback screen there.
Screen, although Seattle is not a good screen team.
Yeah.
We have to get better at running screens for sure. Because and I'm not talking about bubble screens only. I'm talking about halfback screens, all that stuff. Sometimes it just looks.
You gotta get better all linemen. These are just they're just not in rhythm. They haven't been in rhythm.
I agree. I agree with you on that one. It did feel like the O-line, even if we had the starting line together, they didn't seem like they were in sync. And that doesn't do you much good. There. They were missing, guys. They were making penalties. It was ugly, for sure. But
they just.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Seattle does. Let's see what the new offensive coordinator has in mind. This is, I haven't had a lot of them. I mean, from the time that Pete Carroll was here, we had Jeremy Bates in the first year, then we had Darrell Bevel all the way till 2017, and then Schottenheimer the last 3. I mean, that's pretty stable. We've had the same number of coaching defensive coordinators as well. Maybe three or four since that time as well. So I mean, it's been a pretty good run, but. Some things we just got to improve. All right. Well, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the game. All right. Let's go to... I don't think I've spoken to Dawson B yet. Dawson B, what's up? You're on.
Hey, what's up, Norb?
Hey, man. Just, watching this game, reflecting on the Seahawks a little bit. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. I don't know. What's your thoughts on the game of this game of the Saints?
It's a good game. Right this is a great game. I love it. I mean, no one wants a boring blowout. This is a good back and forth game. So far, I mean, it's like practically scoreless, 20-20, and here we are in the end of the third quarter. So it's going to come down to who makes the most mistakes and had to throw it away under pressure, 2nd and 10. But yeah, so far the turnovers are costing the Saints right here. The Saints have really had the better team, but they didn't convert early when they had two trips to the red zone. They had settled for field goals, and they had two turnovers that turned into touchdowns. So that's been the difference, really. Brady hasn't been really going down like the length of the field and throwing the ball all over the place. So, but a good game so far. Pretty good. This has actually been a pretty good playoff field if you really look at all the games. Probably one of the worst games was the Seahawks game, to be honest. That was one of the worst games that they had. And then there's a pass from Breeze to number 87, the same guy, Cook, who dropped the ball and caused the fumble. There he is, gets the catch for about 7 yards. 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
For the Browns today, but, couldn't get it.
Yeah, they did get an unfortunate call or called a great play by the defender to cause the touchback, but that's a funky rule, man. It's always been one of those weird rules that, if you think about it, it's probably one of the most unfair rules that they've ever come up with. Because you could fumble the ball anywhere in the field, and if incomplete, there's a flag down. intended for Michael Thomas.
Close.
We'll see what the penalty is. If you fumble the ball anywhere in the field and it goes out of bounds, you get the ball where it goes out.
Yeah.
And the only time that ball goes to the opponent is if it ends up in the end zone. So it could end at the 1, the ball is yours. Hands to face defense. Okay, first down, Saints do the penalty. That'll keep the drive alive. That's a break for the Saints. Let's see. It was on 35, who was matched up against number 10. Okay, I guess he did sort of slap at his face. I think it's kind of so that's a rule that is kind of I don't know. It's never been a rule that when you look at it by itself seems very fair, right? The fact that you could have a fumble that lands the 1 yard line, it's your ball, first and goal at the 1, and if the ball moves just a foot longer or 3 feet longer, it goes to the other team. I mean, it really doesn't make a lot of sense. I'd almost understand it if there's a short game, 1 yard run to Kamara. It almost makes more sense if they said, okay, it goes out of bounds at the 20, the ball gets repositioned at the 20-yard line, but the team maintains possession. It never made sense why the ball actually goes back, why it's a turnover to the other team, because why are they penalized for that? It never made a lot of sense to me why that is the case on that call. Now, we benefited from it. We had Earl Thomas knock out a couple of balls like that once against the Rams, and I think actually twice against the Rams, where Earl Thomas did the karate chop at the 1 and did the exact same play. And today, the only problem was it was a helmet-to-helmet hit that caused it. Breeze intended for Sanders, incomplete, 3rd and 9 coming up. All of a sudden, Saints having a hard time moving the ball here. And this is where I'd argue, why are you not giving the ball to your workhorse, Kamara, who's probably been tearing up the yardage on the ground? Why are they not 3rd and 9? Anyway, so that was just my thought on that one. What's the other? There's some other funky rules. I'm stuck on my chair. Oh, I'm checking my cord stuck on my chair here. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Pinned up. There we go. Jeez. Louise. All right. Snap.
There you go.
Deep throw. Breeze falling back. Not going to happen. He was under heavy pressure. Try to get to Kamara, but that wasn't going to go anywhere, even if he did catch it. Incomplete, 4th and 9.
Yeah.
So Brady will get the ball back to start with 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Interesting. They could have called holding, too.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah, so they will be punting from the 35-yard line. Kick, angling right. Oh, he killed this ball to the 7.
Oh, that was...
Makes a move, breaks the tackle. 15 to the 20, 21 yard line. Nice return after a nice hit. Oh, from Mickens.
That's a pretty good kick.
Very good kick, but a good return. 11 yards on the return. All right, so we got one more play. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. All right. What else? I'm doing all the talking here. What else is on your mind?
Let's see. Who do you think, since the Chiefs and the Bills are going to be in the championship, what's your chances on the Bills beating the Chiefs, even if Mahomes plays? What do you think? Like, do you think the Bills can play pretty good and beat the Chiefs next week?
If Mahomes plays, how much do I think the chance Bills have of beating the Chiefs? I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be like this. I think there's a good chance it could be a down to the fourth quarter, back and forth type of game. And the Bills, just, they've got, I really like Josh Allen at quarterback. He's tough to bring down. He can run.
I love Josh Allen.
Throws really well. And their defense is pretty good as well. Got some good receivers there. Stephon Diggs was a huge pickup for them. And so I think it's going to come down to, who makes the most mistakes. It's kind of like this game right here,
Yeah.
Right now, that's the Saints making the mistakes. So right now, they're making it closer than it should have been. But 2 turnovers leading to 14 points, that's kind of the thing that's kept the Bucs in this game. So their defense is going to have to, right now. So they're finally getting the Bucs in a situation where they're starting deep in their own, or at least deeper in their territory as opposed to getting a good field position on a turnover. We'll see if they can earn their way down the field. I think the Saints could have a good chance of getting a stop here and then get the ball, and then if they can get a score,
true,
that could turn the tide a little bit. Right now, it's pretty good. Good game. Good game to finish on right here. It's good stuff. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win out of the AFC? You think the Chiefs can knock the Bills off? Do you think the Bills can get the upset?
I could probably definitely see the Bills having an upset, but the Bills have to play really good, and you could beat them.
Yeah, they're definitely got the momentum right now. Definitely got the momentum.
Stephon Diggs is playing really good,
but they're also on the road now. They're away from the comforts of home and have to play in KC, which is not an easy place to play. They got some fans in there too, don't they? They have fans in there.
Yeah, and it seemed like there was a lot of fans, like not good at social distancing there. By the way, I was looking at some
there's a lot. Yeah, they're loud and rowdy and all that stuff. So I don't know how they figured out who gets to go and who got access. A very small number of people doing it. So all right, back to this game. All right, I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna talk to some other folks here, but I appreciate you being on here.
You too.
All right,
talk to you later.
Hawks, you bet. All right, handoff. Jones bounces outside, breaks a tackle. Drinks another tackle, gets about 5. Yeah, speedy little guy. All right. Oh, we got a couple of new people in here I haven't talked to yet. How about this Dino Aviation? This is a new name. Dino Aviation, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi there. Is this your first time calling in?
Yes, it is.
All right. And Dino, is that your name?
It is my YouTube name.
Your YouTube name. Okay, and where are you from? End of the third quarter right here. California.
Okay.
All right. All right. And are you a Seahawks fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And how long have you been following my channel here?
I started seeing it recently, and I started watching some of it.
So just this season?
Yes, I started.
Right. Very cool. Appreciate that. So what do you got? What's on your mind?
The Seahawks game was kind of sad how that happened, but we always got another season coming up ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Any thoughts on what you think Seattle needs to do to try to?
We need to rebuild and pick up a new line, for sure about that.
I agree with the second part about that, about shoring up the offensive line. I don't know about the rebuild part. Anytime somebody says rebuild, it normally means you're going to not try to be competitive and you're going to tear the whole thing down and sort of rebuild everything from scratch. I don't think Seattle's in a rebuild mode. We really haven't had a rebuild season yet because there's never been a season that we weren't at least close to contending, if not in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I don't think we're in rebuild. Normally, like I said, that's when you've kind of said, we're not going to try to win, everybody. We're okay with going 4-12, and we're just going to jettison all of our veterans, jettison all of our expensive players, and we're going to start from scratch and spend the next 3 years doing it. I don't think Seahawks are on that level. Do you?
Yeah.
So what do you think is their biggest need? What's we saw offensive line, right? So offensive line is highest priority. What else?
Maybe we can fix up the our cornerbacks are good, but I think we can maybe fix a little bit. Maybe try a little bit of it.
Cornerbacks?
No, cornerbacks.
Cornerbacks. What would you do about Shaquille Griffin? Keep him?
I think we can re-sign him, but he's just a little more prone to injuries a little bit now.
Well, he's going to be more expensive too.
Yeah.
So, but you're okay with it. You feel like he's done enough to earn a bigger contract. Yes?
Yeah, he's had those games where he's been having good stats wise and having those moments.
Okay, so I'm just throw some names out there. You just tell me stay or go. KJ Wright.
Yeah, stay. He's been a veteran, good on the team for a while.
Chris Carson, if they had the opportunity.
Yeah, I think he has to step up a little bit more. I think we have to do running the ball a lot more.
All right, Bobby Wagner.
Yes.
What's his name? Quentin Dunbar.
Maybe. I was like, I'm not sure. We could use him, but not sure yet. It's on my loan.
But so far, you haven't let anybody go, man. You want everybody to stay. You're like me. I'm like a hoarder by nature. I don't like to throw anything out. I just keep everything.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be a good general manager, because a general manager's got to be able to say, you know what, I love you, but you got to go because we can't afford you. And they're going to probably have to lose. One of those names that I just mentioned is probably at least one of them's going to have to go.
Yeah, one of those. Maybe probably can.
Want to, but
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
I'd see maybe Dunbar testing out free agency for a bit.
Yeah, Dunbar didn't really do much for us. And granted,
Yeah,
he was injured most of the year. You know, it's funny when you think back about the whole armed robbery thing from before. Oh! Jones breaks out there to the 50, to the 40, 30, out of bounds at the 27-yard line with a huge run. But there's a flag down. Hold your horses. Hold the phones. They're moving down the field. No, they're moving back. It's a hold. Oh, the center got called for a hold. And maybe that's why he... that's probably why it's why he got free. He did grab him. Grabbed Cameron Jordan. So, the 40-yard run, or however many yards it was, it will be negated, and it will be back up 10 yards. Tough break for the Bucks. So, a 3rd and 11 instead of a first down at the 27-yard line. That was a huge penalty right there. All right, 3rd and 11 from the 20. I got to call this. Trips to the left. Single receiver to the right. Snap. Brady takes 2 steps back. Throws. Right side. Back shoulder. Oh, what a catch. To Johnson. With the sticky gloves, man. Able to haul that in. Back shoulder fade. Needed 11, and he got 13. Jeez, that's the gloves, man. I'm telling you, those gloves are better than Stickum. That was a hell of a grab. Whew. That was a great play. Tell you, that's like Spider-Man style adhesion right there. First down at the 35. So, man. So, what else? What else is on your mind? So, we went through the list of players that we'd keep or not keep. And do you think Russell Wilson will be the quarterback for the Seahawks into his 40s?
I can maybe see it until his mid-30s. I can maybe see mid-30s. Most likely like 36, 37.
So that's another 4 or 5 years since I think he's 32 now.
Oh, yeah.
So
I can maybe see it in his 40s if he does have a bigger succession, or at least has some good years.
Okay. See, it's funny when I mention it. It's like all of a sudden you realize, oh, he's that old already. Oh, I thought that was a long ways from now. It's not. That's only one contract extension away. And here's a run to Fournette up the middle for 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Another crucial down as we get to the 12-minute 25 mark. Yeah, man. You forget how many years have. Well, I think there's a miss. That was a problem. They had the wrong direction. Brady and him were like meeting in the backfield saying, "Excuse me, sir. What are you doing here?" Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, when you think about how long it's been, it's coming up on, Pete Carroll's been here for 10 years since he joined the team in 2010, so it's coming up on 11 years. And Wilson, it's been 9 years, coming up in his 10th season. Long throw, he's open! And he got him! And a penalty to boot. Miller with a beautiful catch on the right side. I thought it was going to be knocked away. Somehow he came down to it, came on it, and then there was a head-to-head collision. It's the Cleveland Brown no call was called here. Wait, no, there's no head-to-head. I'm not sure what the penalty is. Oh, face mask? I'm not sure what the penalty is. The official's staring right at him. I thought it was going to be a head-to-head or something. Maybe it's a face mask. Okay, that's what I was going to say. They picked up the flag. They said no foul for hit to the head. I didn't see one. All right, so they still get the catch, and it's a huge pass play down to the 25-yard line, 27-yard line. All right, man. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate the conversation.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of the game, man.
You too.
All right, let's go to A1 Zenith. A1 Zenith. A1 Zenith. Hello. A1 Zenith, I guess you're not there. I'm going to go to Jacob the Bob with the Air Jordan logo. Timeout.
Hello?
Bucks, because the clock was getting down to zeros. 11:26 left in the fourth quarter. We got a doozy here.
Yeah?
All right. I'm here. Is this Jacob?
Yeah?
Jacob, you're on the
Is
show.
anyone here?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
I
Jacob.
cannot really hear you. Can you say something again?
I am talking right now. I hear you loud and clear.
Great.
What?
I hear you.
Okay, I'm right here. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Is this your first time calling?
Yes, it is.
Okay, what's your name? It says Jacob. Is that your name?
Yes.
Okay, where are you
My
from?
name is Jacob.
And where are you
I
from,
am
Jacob?
from Australia.
Jacob from Australia?
Yeah, but I used to live in America, so my accent isn't very strong.
Okay, so Jacob from America and now lives in Australia. Where in America did you move from?
Atlanta.
Okay, who's with you? Who's giggling in the background?
It's my younger brother. He's kind of a big fan. I think he wants to say hi to you.
Okay. I'm not sure if
He's kind of shy, though.
I'm trying to place your accent. You said you're Australian.
Yeah, but I moved a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Because it doesn't sound Australian to me. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you.
Okay. Hold on a second. We got a big run here by Jones again on the left side. Now ball at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off to Jones again. This time for 2, maybe just 1.5. Approaching 10 minutes left in the game. Tied game at 20. All right, so what's on your mind?
I kind of want Drew Brees to win because this is his last season, and I respect him.
I agree. That's why I'm rooting for him as well here, since this may be his last season and everything like that. If there's a guy who deserves it, I think that would be him. 49ers faithful. I'm with you there, man. I'm just rolling with it. Let's see what happens here. Will Brady get him in the end zone? What do you think? Are they going to come away with a field goal, touchdown, or
It's
nothing?
incomplete.
End zone, Gronk. Incomplete pass. You're slightly ahead of me, so I think you see what's going on.
I just have a curious question.
Yes?
What do you think about DK Metcalf?
I think he's a good receiver who's got some things to work on.
Yeah, he's really strong.
He's really what?
He's really strong.
He is very strong. He's got 0.5% body fat.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's 1.7.
Yeah, maybe slightly more than that, but it's not much. It's basically just a piece of plastic saran wrap wrapped around muscle. I think it's basically what he has for skin.
And
all right, I'm going to shift over to another call here. Oh, he's almost intercepted on the out route by Lattimore, but he breaks up the pass. It's going to force a fourth down. They'll have to settle for the field goal attempt. Change things up here a little bit on the call. Let's go to Big Daddy A with an interesting logo. He's got the crying Jordan with the hawk nose on it. Big Daddy A, what's up?
Hey, Norb.
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Abram, and I'm from Renton, Washington.
Abram, from my neck of the woods. Welcome to the show, man. Have we ever spoke before?
No, I haven't.
Field goal is good. The Bucks take the lead for the first time, I think, today. Oh, no, they had a lead earlier, but they regained the lead 23-20 with 9:52 left. Saints got to respond. It's getting down to crucial time here, but this is only a field goal. All right. So welcome to the show. What's on your mind, man?
All right, so saying KJ, he's saying he wants a big, extension. Do you think we should give it to him or release him and let Jordan Brooks take the ropes?
I don't know about big extension. I'm not sure how much he's actually looking for, but again, I don't know if we have to really decide between the two because the three of them, I thought, did pretty well together. You know, between Wagner and Brooks and KJ. But yeah, I mean, but do I think KJ's earned another contract? I think he could go for another year. Nothing long term, but I think a 1-year deal. I'd be open to giving him one. Jordan Brooks, you know, his rookie year played well.
Really good year.
But you still need 3 linebackers. I still think right now they're the 3 best linebackers on the team. So I would bring him back if they can make the money work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then who's your personal favorite for offensive coordinator that you'd want?
I guess since I really don't know all the names, so I feel like I'm not coming from a fully educated list of the options that are out there, but I guess of the obvious ones, I've said before that I do like Doug Peterson over Anthony Lynn just because of his experience, his Northwest aspect that he came from here, grew up with the Seahawks, you know, at least as a fan, and then how he, I liked his creativity in terms of the play calling and what he did to bring the Eagles to win a Super Bowl. You know, I thought that was pretty good. I mean, he got the best of Belichick and Brady on that day, in Super Bowl 52, was it? And so I thought that was pretty well played by the coach, especially with Nick Foles, you know, who was just a, you know, backup quarterback then. He made the most of that team. So that's kind of my lean. How about you?
I don't know. I see a lot of people saying Anthony Lynn or Doug Peterson, and I don't really know, to be honest. So I'm just kind of going along with what people are saying, but I'm fine with either one.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's obviously going to be somebody new here, but I guess if I could choose, I feel more like Doug Peterson. But, you know, we'll see. 23-20. Somebody asked about the score. It's 23-20. Bucks on top with about 9 minutes left in the game. It's a good one, man. It's a good one. So is there any particular player that you, on the Seahawks roster, that you really hope does not return, who needs to be replaced?
That's like a hard question for me.
That's why I ask it. It's the hard
question. The only
question.
thing is that Shaquille Griffin, he'll be inconsistent a lot of the times. So I'm not really too sure of. If we can get him back for cheap, I'm fine with that. But if he wants a lot of money, I'd say release him.
Okay. So Shaquille Griffin is sort of not a guarantee. All right. They had a shot of Jameis Winston yawning on the sideline there. All right, Drew Brees hands off to Alvin Kamara. Finally, the right side gets a couple yards. They got to score. They've got to do something here with the ball. I don't think they want to get down potentially 2 scores here at this point of the game. They got to get a drive here and tie it up or take the lead. 9:35 left in the game. 23-20 Bucks over the Saints. I did not think it would be this close, but here we are.
Okay, wait. I have another question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you heard of all the people that don't really like Ken Norton. Where do you really stand on that?
It's another run play here for 2 yards. You know, it's one of those things where you have to look at the full, you know, season's work. I was leaning towards not just firing him at the spot, but thinking, man, if this doesn't improve by the end of the season, I think he may need to be out after the season. I was never in favor of a mid-season fire. But after he got things cleaned up, you know, Seattle played, obviously, some of the best defense they'd played all season until that last game where they couldn't stop the run for whatever reason. But I would be okay with him coming back another year. To me, he earned it because, again, that was one of those things where once he got Carlos Dunlap in a decent pass rush, first down to Emmanuel Sanders again. Just enough for the first down. But yeah, so I would not. I think he should stay.
I'd personally agree. I think he deserves another year. He closed out the year really strong.
Yeah, that was kind of my feel too. And you know, and that was one of those things where if he'd flipped it around and if he had a great start of the year like now, and then they played like crap at the end, and if Schottenheimer had started bad and then played good at the end, we'd probably see the opposite. But unfortunately, this game, it's about how you finish, right? So the end result was not good, and that's kind of what happened. So it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Pete Carroll says that himself, and unfortunately, he didn't finish well with Schottenheimer, so that's kind of where it ended up.
Okay.
All right, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to go back to this game. The game's heating up. All right, go Hawks. All right, I think I'm going to take a break from chatting. I want to kind of just focus on this game for a little bit because this is getting good. All right, with 7 minutes left. Breeze with Drew, deep drop is picked again. Stiff arm, 30, 25 to the 20. Out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Third interception, or third turnover anyway. Second interception. That was a horrible throw. I mean, he didn't even have to move. It's like he didn't even see him. Oh, my gosh, Drew. Then he just gave a hard stiff arm. It's not game over yet for sure, but this is not what you want to have happen here. I wonder if Kamara was supposed to turn around and stop, or if he's mad at himself. Breeze is very pissed, and whether he's mad at himself for throwing the ball, or if he's mad at Kamara for not being where he thought he was going to be. But that puts the ball at the 20. Brady and company. This is like the third time, but they just gave them optimum field position. So far, they scored a touchdown after each of these turnovers. Will they do it again? Jones with the run. Ooh, nice stop. 1 yard gain. Hard tackling, hard running right there. 2nd and 9. They're on now. The Saints on the ropes. The Saints are on the ropes here, fighting for their playoff lives. Drew Brees fighting for his career to not end on a losing note at home. Oh boy. Second and 8, 2 yard gain on the last play. Brady looking, plenty of time. Throws. Gronk. First down to the 8, down to the 5. First and goal at the 5 yard line. Oh my gosh, this is where Brady's at his best, man, when you give him this sort of. He's a big dude, man. He's such a truckload, man. First and goal from the 4. Trips left. Gronkowski on the right. Motion, number 14, Godwin to the right. Handoff, Jones, right side. Flipped over and knocked down at the 1. Stretches his arm across, but they're going to spot him down at the 1.5 yard line. .5:23 left. This is... Boy, they really wanted to try to keep him out of the end zone to keep him from getting up 2 scores, but this is going to be this defend blade of grass time right here. If you're the Saints, it's like chances of winning here if you do not keep him out of the end zone diminishes significantly. Second and goal from the 1. Every option. It's sneak. Brady. I think he's in. Touchdown. Brady on the sneak. God, he's so good at that. Brady goes up by 9 with an extra point to come. Could go up by 10 with inside of 5 minutes. Did not see this coming. I thought the Saints for sure were going to win this game at home. Freaking Brady, man. 3 touchdowns on 3 turnovers. That is not good. They'll review it, of course, but I think he's in. All right, I'm going to bring in Owen Simon. I don't think we've spoken yet. Owen Simon. Owen Simon, you there? Yes, I do. The extra point is good, so we got a 30-20 game. Tampa by 10 points. All right, is that your name, Owen?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, Owen. So, welcome to the show. I don't think we've had a conversation before, have we?
No. I just started joining the Discord calls lately.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, welcome to the show, man. What's on your mind?
Just watching the Saints game. Just looks like the Bucs are going to pull through there.
Yeah, too many mistakes. 2 bad throws by Breeze and a fumble. All of them costing him pretty heavy here. So it's just, you know, as it goes when you lose the turnover battle and lose it bad, especially giving up touchdowns off turnovers, that is huge because really the Saints had, for the most part, outplayed them until those turnovers. That's been pretty costly, but it's not over. They have to score fast and get the ball back, but it's not.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get a defensive stop.
So unless things turn here, we're probably looking at a Rodgers-Brady NFC Championship game in Lambeau. That's a pretty good game too, but yep, very interesting. Yeah, good game though. It's a very good game. So who do you see? Who do you see winning the Super Bowl this year?
It's tough, but I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Okay.
I just think that they got a really solid defense, and Josh Allen's becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and Stephon Diggs has arguably been the best receiver in the league this year. I just don't see how. I think they have a very good chance of taking it this year.
Yeah, I agree. They look really good. Looked really good against Baltimore last night. So I asked this question earlier of one of my other callers. I said, tell me, what is your favorite all-time football movie? Do you got one?
Favorite all-time football movie? Probably The Replacements.
You know, I haven't seen that yet. Doesn't that have Keanu Reeves?
I think it does, yeah. But it's a pretty good movie. It's
that's
funny.
The one I've never seen before. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out. But, all right. It's a good call. Good call. All right. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this final 5 minutes goes. This could be very anticlimactic and depressing for New Orleans here. Unless they can get something. They got to score quick here. 2 scores down with only 5 minutes left. And here's the kick. It's a touchback, so he's got to stop turning the ball over. He's got to get some chunky yardage down the field. Oh boy. So you got any questions for me? Anything else on your mind? Any Seahawks stuff that you want to get off your chest? Here's the opportunity to do it.
Not really. I'm just super excited for the conference championships next week.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chiefs-Bills game is going to be really good.
That's going to be a really good game. Yeah, actually, all these games, it's going to be really, no matter who makes it, it's going to be a good Super Bowl. No matter who ends up in it.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if Mahomes actually plays. I don't know.
Right. Pass intended for Kamara across the middle, well covered by White, who got the interception, knocks it away. 2nd down and 10. That's one thing. One thing about Tampa is they've got a good defense, and now especially they can kind of pin their ears back and they kind of know what's going on. This is just a drop, actually. That was not a great defense. That was just bad catch by drop pass by Kamara. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers left and right. Breeze in the gun. Snap. They rush 4. He swings it out route to 87. Cook for about 5, maybe 6 yards. 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. So the clock stops. Oh, I got 6, 3rd and 4. Somebody in the Devin says in the chat, doesn't the score look familiar? It does. There's a score we lost by. And guess what? We had maybe not as many turnovers, but we definitely had we had a lot more sacks in that game, though. We had 2 turnovers. They had 3. We had obviously the pick 6, and then we had the DJ Reed fumble. Both turned into touchdowns as well. It kind of reminds me, it is a lot like the Saints game. Kamara breaks through. Ooh, he's going to be right at the first down marker. I think he got it, though. Yes, they're going to give him a first down yardage. So, Saints first down. So they go no huddle, hurry up here with 4 minutes, 27 seconds left in the game. Throws. God, it's picked! It's picked again. It was knocked in the air. Intercepted again. This is going to be the game. That is the end of the game.
That's depressing.
That is it. 4 turnovers, 3 by Breeze. That one was not his fault, though. There's a lot of traffic. Got knocked in the air, and the ball was recovered by the Bucks. Wow, this sucks. Should have been caught, man. What's up? Yep. Oh, man. How did he not catch that? That's Cooks. Again, another drop went off his hands. It should have been caught. It was not a bad throw. But yeah, it was contested, and then they were just all over that ball. Wow, that's sad. See, sometimes I wonder which is worse. Is it worse to have been the Seahawks and lost last week, or to be this team at home where you feel like the momentum's yours, you beat this team twice in the season, and to lose here? What do you think? Is it worse? I think I'm worse. I think I'm feeling worse if I'm a Saints fan. What do you think, Owen? That's just off his bicep.
Yeah, honestly, I think, the Seahawks obviously did not play good last week, but this is even worse, I think, to be honest.
And more disappointing.
Yeah. Going into the Seahawks-Rams game, in my opinion at least, I think it was a toss-up, to be honest. I think the teams were very evenly matched, but for this game, I thought the Saints definitely had the advantage, but not looking very good.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for the call. Owen, for the next time, I don't know what kind of mic you're using. There's a lot of muffling and rubbing and rustle sounds, so you may want to fix that for the next time, but I appreciate you being on here, man. All right.
Thank you.
Later. Have a great day. Handoff. Fournette for 2, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Are they burning timeouts yet? 4:10. I think they call another timeout. It was a good game till about 5 minutes ago. So they call their second timeout with 4:10 left. It's not technically not over yet. But now it's like entering into miracle mode. There's Drew Brees looking at the iPad or the Surface, shaking his head like, that was 3rd down and 8 at the 50. Snap. Screen pass to the left. Oh, he's going to get the first down. to the 37-yard line. That's backbreaker to Goodwin. Oh, God, Godwin. Oh, boy, if there's any chance of a comeback, they needed that play right there. And that first down, pretty much dagger. They call their final timeout. 4 minutes left, so... No, they're doing the eulogy talk about Drew Brees now. The commentators, Buck and Aikman, they're doing all the summation of all the great things he's done. That's never a good sign when they start rolling out your resume at the end of the game. That's usually well, it's been great, but it looks like curtain time for you. Brees under center, takes a snap, handoff. Fournette up the middle, gets bangs ahead for 5, I don't know, or 4. I don't know how he got through there. I thought that Saints D was gonna control this game. It's hard to do when you keep turning the ball over. The Wu-Tang Live. The other day on NorbCam, all you Saints fans were talking trash. Well, that's what happens, man. You mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns. Say. I thought they were going to win. Brady snaps the ball with 1 second left on the play clock, hands off to Fournette. He bounces around, pushes ahead. Man, that guy does not go down easy. 3 more yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 with 3 minutes left. No way to stop the clock now. So if you stop them here, then they would, I would think, go for a field goal to make it a 2-touchdown game. And they would have to get down the field, get the ball back with an onside kick, and score again with less than like maybe 2 minutes left. If they get the stop. If they get the first down, it's over. If they get a stop, at least they can try to do something. So they've got Brady with double tight ends on the right. Snap. It's going to hand off again. Up the middle. Oh, it broke through, and that's it. That's going to be game. 23-yard line, and it is going to be over. They won't even see the ball again. They won't even get a chance to try to score again because this is going to be it. They'll run the game down to 2-minute warning, take a few plays, and that will be that. Wow, what a disappointing bummer of a finish to this game, unless you're a Bucs fan, of course. Saints choked 3 years in a row, says Kachi. Yeah, man. Wow. Did not expect that. Joshua Vargas puts it good. The 2 bays at it. The green one and the Tampa one. Devin says, at least they weren't robbed this year. Yeah, I still think they got hosed 2017? Is it 17? When they the Rams ended up going to the Super Bowl. That was highway robbery. Now it'll be the Browns' turn to say that they got robbed in that game because it was a 1-score game against the Chiefs. They could have had a chance to win that game if they get that touchdown call in the first half because they only won by 5 and Mahomes out of the game. It could have been a very totally different playoff picture. So the only real sort of Cinderella team, I suppose, is the Bills. Because you got the Packers expected to go. You got the Chiefs, of course, defending champs. And then Well, we'll see. Curious what you guys think. Who do you think? Who's got the edge? Does anyone think the Packers aren't going to win? Does anybody here actually think the Bucs can beat the Packers in Lambeau? I mean, that's just custom fit, man, for those guys to dominate. But can Tom Brady, who's used to playing in cold weather, so that's one advantage. He does have the advantage of playing in cold weather. He could. There's probably no other better quarterback who's ready to play in that environment. Anyone think the Bucs can beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers next week? Oh, we got people saying they think the Chiefs are going to lose the NFC Championship. Green Mobster says Bucs are going to win. Bandit says Bucs should smash Rodgers. I hope Aaron Rodgers throws picks all day. Aaron's son says Bucs destroyed Packers earlier this year. Yep, that was a while ago. That was way early in the season. All right, back to the game. Take a knee. I guess there's really not much to count here because that 1st and 10. Yeah, they're not even gonna have to. They won't even turn the ball over. And there's not any timeouts left. They just took this thing and said, "Screw you guys. We're gonna keep this ball, and you're never gonna get a chance." Not a bit of hope. Wow. Freaking Brady. If Brady can actually pull off this upset next week in Lambeau, then they would be the first team to host and have their own team in the Super Bowl. Never happened before. It's just amazing. Brady takes another knee. He'll take one more, and then that'll pretty much do it. And Breeze, I guess it looks like it's his last game. What a sad way to go out, man. What a sad way to go out. 56 seconds left. They will run one more play, and that will be that. And that will be the end of the divisional playoffs. I'll just start saying my goodbyes right now because I'm hungry. I gotta eat some dinner, man. I'm starved. So there we go. Tampa Bay at the Buccaneers, and that's it. That is the final snap, and the game is officially over. 30-20, Buccaneers defeat the Saints on their own turf. Brady gets the job done. Breeze now questions about his legacy, his future. Is this it? And it's going to be now the Bucs. There's Breeze and Brady. So that's going to be it. It's going to be Packers, Bucs, Chiefs, Bills. This is a good one, man. The 1 and the 2. Actually, no, not the 1 and 2. Wait, the Bucs were the 5th seed? Isn't that what they were? Anyway, pretty good, man. It's going to be fun to watch next week, and I will be streaming all of that. But so make sure you guys join this week. I still got more videos, more Madden simulations to do now. Did not expect the Bucs to be in it, but so more Madden sims. Coach's Corner on Tuesday. I'm gonna think we're doing a round table. We'll see if I can get the gang together on Wednesday, and more videos to watch. So I appreciate you guys being on here. Thank you for everybody who called in on Discord. I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. For everybody who was on the chat, thank you so much. And to everybody else who is my moderators, of course, for being in the chat, making sure things didn't get out of hand. And to everybody else who just came here to watch, I appreciate you guys' support. Please, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love if you guys would hit that, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. That would be fantastic. It helps my channel a lot. So please do me that favor if you'd be so kind to. And one last thing, just to remind everybody about my sponsor here of Daniel Dovin of Dovin Real Estate right there. Big Seattle Seahawks fan, big fan of mine. partnered up with him like a couple weeks ago, and it's been a great deal. And he's going to be with me through the rest of the season to the Super Bowl, and then we'll see what happens after that. But if you're in the market for buying or selling a house, please give Daniel Dovin of Dovin Real Estate a call and set up a free appointment, and you could have whoops, where's my thing here? You could end up with a Cortez Kennedy rookie card. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week ahead. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and go Hawks.